But yeah, let's get everyone joining up. Peen hangout was fun. It was fun. Well, I know Jesus topic. We probably will do a God topic tomorrow. Probably will. But if you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men, make sure to send a guest request right now. What's my plan if TikTok goes away? I don't think TikTok's going to go away because it's going to be held up in the courts. But if it does, we'd be going to YouTube. I don't even think YouTube is like viable though without TikTok. So we'll see. All right, well, get people in here, everyone, by tapping the screen and sharing the live, y'all. We're going to start getting people up here in a second. Only send a guest request if you do think that a high body count should matter for women, but not for men, y'all. We're going to start getting people here pretty soon. Only send a guest request if you will, or if you do believe. Let's get the first person up here, y'all. Is it going to add this person up here? Seems like it's not. If it doesn't, okay, it's not adding this person up. Only send a guest request if you do think that a high body count should matter for women, but not for men. Get some sun, bro. No, no sun. You look tired. I always have the bags in my eyes. It's genetic. What's up, everyone joining in though? Do give it a second for people to join up. Might need a restart. No, we just started the live, everyone. So it will take a second for it to send out sometimes in the beginning, especially if we don't have people in here. It could be a following glitch though. Who knows? We're gonna get people up. Just give it a second, y'all. Did you end up going on the whatever podcast? No, they ended it the first day. Or I mean, not the day, not the first day. The day of. They said that they couldn't do it. All right. There's someone in the guest box, y'all. We're going to the next person. Dean's still there? No, he's not. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
32.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello.
All right, let's go to the next person. Everyone, only send a guest request if you do think that a high body count should matter for women, but not for men. We can hear him? Okay, well, everyone who just sent a guest... TikTok sucks, bro. It's so bad. It's such a bad app. Send a guest request back. Yo, what's up? Body count should matter
Hey,
for women, but not for men. Think of the hand.
well, I guess I would support that argument because I want to know like what that the child inside of my wife is mine, and I think the prior indicators. By the way, I'm 42, and I think prior indicators of a woman's fidelity could be body count.
Yeah, so can you give me any reason to believe that?
Common logic.
Well, what about it logically? Like, I don't see any reason to believe that just because someone's had a high body count in the past, that means that they cheat on you.
Well,
Do you
so
have a high body
I would
count?
promiscuity.
And would this be true for men too?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then if it's true for both men and women, then it's not something that's true for women and not for men. So I am going to go into the next person, but
Oh,
I
I
would
see.
question.
Okay. Good differentiation.
Well,
Sorry,
thank
bro.
you for the subscription. Thank you so much. Don't worry. I would still critique the worldview. That I would still critique it. Like obviously, I can provide critiques of that, but we are just looking for people who think that it's true for women but not for men, y'all. That is the debate. But yeah, give it a second for people to join up, y'all. Yeah, I still don't think that like that would be grounded under that system. Just because a particular community of people are more likely to do this doesn't mean that you'd condemn this person. Like for example, right, there are people whose parents have cheated, right, and they're actually more likely to cheat than people whose parents have not cheated. Yet I wouldn't say that someone should be responsible for that, right? Excited for, yes, I'm excited for the debate with Mike. I'm excited for it. He got really mad at me, like critiquing veganism alongside the other things we critiqued of the vegan teacher. But yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, tap that screen though, everyone. Let's run it up to 100,000 likes. What's up, Courtney? How you doing? I was wondering if you saw that. No, I did. No, is that tonight? No, it's Wednesday. Wednesday is when we're going to talk to Mike. It should just be whenever I go live. I like right when I go live, I'll debate him. Like, people always question, like, what's your, like, I don't care to debate vegans, but if they really want to debate me, I'll debate them. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
52. So,
You got a
what
bit
is
of an
your
echoes there
point
where you
to?
can fix it?
No.
Okay, just send a
Shouldn't
guest
be no
request
echo.
back. There is echo. I can hear you. Mike inspired me to be vegan 11 days ago. I don't think Mike's arguments are very strong. I think there are definitely disagreements that I would have as to why it wouldn't be. But maybe they could clear it up. Because I am in support of a certain amount of things that vegans would typically support. I just have certain disagreements because it's about like excessive. Hey, I still hear. Can you swipe out of the app and swipe back in?
Oh my
Just
God.
go to your home screen, swipe back. There you go. All right, it should be fixed. All right, it's
That
fixed.
any better?
Nope, it's not.
So what do you?
Sorry, man. If I have an echo, I literally am not going to talk to you. Sorry, no offense, but you can try to go out of your app and then come back. Are you ethically vegan? No, not fully. There are certain things I agree with vegans on, ethically speaking, of course, like a lot of things, but I definitely have disagreements. Mike has never said it's wrong not to be vegan if you don't have the means. Okay. Well, I mean, people would probably just question my means, but it's fine. But that would just be related to diet, not ethics. I'm talking ethically speaking. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Hello? Why are we still debating this? Because people hold these views and it impacts society, and we want them to critically think upon these beliefs because they produce greater levels of misogyny if we do not argue against them. I can't wait to hear you guys' differences. Yep. This is probably the biggest difference I would have with Mike. This, and I mean, he also was like saying that like we like bullied the vegan teacher. I don't know. We were just holding her accountable for saying that blackface is okay if it's not to be rude, right? For saying it's okay for white people to say the N-word, right? Things like that. That was the big issue, right? It wasn't really veganism. We had multiple vegans on the stream saying the same thing, right? And the views she holds don't have to be held by all vegans. So I think that's ridiculous. And then I also think it's kind of ridiculous that he calls that out, but then on live will constantly bully theists. But okay. I don't know. I think that's pretty hypocritical. I'll ask him about that once we talk. I think they're just mad we critiqued the view because I did talk about veganism for like the first time, really, on like a live like that. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
27.
For sure. Do you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
It should matter for both.
Okay, I'm just looking for people who think that it should only matter for women but not for men. Appreciate you coming up, though. Let's go to the next person. Everyone, only send a guest request if you think that it should matter for women and not for men. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 19.
For sure. Do you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
I think it's more justified for men, yeah.
And why so?
Like, men are usually way more lustful, so that's basically it.
Okay, so if a woman is particularly more lustful, does her body count then not matter as much?
It doesn't matter as much, yeah. But usually the man is more lustful, so
Appreciate the handouts. Thank you so much.
generally speaking,
Okay,
it's
okay.
more justified for men, yeah.
Okay, so all a woman has to say for her body count to be okay is that they just like they're more horny. Is that your view?
Can you repeat that? I didn't quite catch
So
that.
all a woman has to say in order to say that her body count doesn't matter is that she's more horny. That's it? That's
yeah,
literally what your view reduces down to? Appreciate the hands up.
yeah,
Thank
it
you.
is, but it's generally speaking not true, though.
Wait,
a
so if
man-
I am less horny as a man, does that mean my body count matters more?
Yeah. I
Really?
mean, no, not matters more. I don't think there's anything wrong with like a high body count or anything, but it's just not justified. It's not just as much.
What do you mean
justified.
What do you mean by justified?
All right. Let me explain. So let's say you have like you're a very lustful person, right? And let's assume that's the man. But if the woman has the same body count, being less lustful,
Ken, I appreciate the dollar. Thank you so much.
it's like she has that personality trait of being more of a pick me. I'd say, yeah.
Pick me? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, she's just more of a. I don't know if I can say that on TikTok though. But what I'm saying is just.
Okay, couldn't you say the same thing about a man who sleeps with more people?
Yeah, but he's more lustful, so it's like.
Let's say he's less lustful, so he's just as lustful as the woman.
If he's just as lustful as the woman, then
their body counts are equal.
Yeah, they are equal, but generally speaking, it's not the case.
Oh, okay. So why would how horny someone is matter to whether or not their body count matters?
It doesn't matter. I'm just saying.
What?
I think it's okay, but I'm just saying.
Wait, what do you mean it doesn't matter? Wait, so if it doesn't matter, then how can you say it matters for women and not men?
I didn't quite say that. I'm just saying.
So you don't think that high body count should matter for women?
I'm just saying that it's more justified.
Can you answer the question? Do you think that a high body count should matter for women and not for men?
Kinda, yeah, indirectly.
What do you mean by kinda? Yeah, Maddie, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much, and thank you for the hand. I appreciate. Thank you so much, social approach.
Like when the man is more lustful, he's obviously have like more desires, and it's kind of uncontrollable. And
it's not uncontrollable.
It is not, but I'm just saying it's its way of speaking, you know.
No? How?
Yeah. Then let me phrase it differently. If the man is more lustful, following his desires, you know, then it's like I know, more justified than a woman having a higher body count, the same body count. I mean, like it can go both ways. Let's say a woman is generally more lustful, then it's her body count, her having a higher body count is more justified.
Lowen, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. I just don't understand why that would make any sense. Why that would even be relevant.
Why not?
Because I don't think that how horny you are would relate to whether or not you have responsibility for an action.
I mean, there's
like, how could you say it would matter more for one compared to the other? Because that would relate to responsibility, right? So again, why would this indicate greater responsibility for one individual compared to the other?
Don't you get the difference here? If one is more lustful than the other, and they both have this exact same body count, don't you see that there's like a difference there?
Not really. Nope.
We can't talk. Yeah, I'm sorry. I tried.
Okay. All right.
Oh, nice one, man.
All right. Well, that was it. Okay. Let's go on to the next person. Everyone only send a guest request if you think that a high body count should matter for women, but not for men, y'all. I was like, really, dude, that's just a crazy... Okay.
Hi.
How old are you?
I am 20.
For sure. Do you think that a high body count should matter for women, but not for men?
The reason is...
Aunt Carrie, thank you so much for the galaxy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Aunt Carrie. It's good to see you as always. It's good to see you. W Aunt Carrie in the comments, y'all. W Aunt Carrie. We've got no guest requests, everyone. We got no guest requests. Do give it a second for people to join up. We are at that point in the day. At that point in the day. When can I find you going over whatever podcast? They canceled day of. That was tough. What time is it there now? It is around 1:09. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Oh, I'm 49. I'm going to be 50 years old in August.
For sure. Do you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
Actually, I don't disagree. I've just been a fan of yours. Been watching you, Parker, for months and months. You're doing an amazing job. Yeah, it's just this is the first time you've picked me. There's always been so many people waiting. I've seen your debates. It's just absolutely amazing. Everyone should learn from you. I don't know. Did you get some training in this, or this is just your natural talent?
This is all just me debating. I think you see me now, but I've been debating, right? But a lot. I had to learn all of this stuff, and I mean, even now, I don't know like really much. I'm still learning a lot. Andre, I think $10.
Just what he did earlier with the guy with the lust, it was amazing. You know, picking on every word that he said and turning it around and by the end of he was thinking himself, what am I saying? And
For sure,
it was beautiful to watch.
All right, appreciate you coming up. Thank you so much.
Yeah, take care.
All right, let's go to the next person, everyone. Only send a guest request if you do think that a high body count should matter for women, but not for men. We are just looking for some debates, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 18.
For sure. Do you think that a high body count should matter for women, but not for men? Thank you for the hand art.
No, y'all should get fucking laid. This is fucking ridiculous.
This guy, bro. Not a fan of the topic, Parker? Okay, that's fine. You can come back tomorrow. Is he back in Colorado? He is. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Oh, okay. All right, let's go to the next person, everyone. Do give it a second for people to get up here, everyone. Does take a second, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 18.
Yeah, do you think that a high body count should matter for women, but not for men?
No, but I do have something to say about somebody who spoke.
Okay. Appreciate it, though. Thank you so much. Let's go to the next person, everyone. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
48.
For sure. Do you think that a high body count should matter for women, but not for men? Oh my gosh, I can't speak.
It's weird. When I was like your age, I thought it did. My husband died 4 years ago of cancer.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, thanks, sweetie. I love you, by the way. But now that I'm a grown lady and haven't really any desire, so to speak, to get married again, I don't think it matters at all. What I really think it matters is that we find people we like to be with, spend time with them in the way we want to. It could be intimate, it could be platonic, but don't follow those old mores that I used to follow when I was in my 20s, like, oh, I'm a girl, I've got to be pure, I've got to limit my partners. I missed out on a lot of opportunities where maybe it could have been fun or even led to something better long-term than my 2 failed first marriages. So in other words, kind of go with your gut feeling on the matter, if that makes any sense.
For sure. Absolutely. I appreciate you coming up. Thank you so much.
Thanks, sweetie. Bye-bye.
All right, y'all. Let's go to the next person, everyone. Only send a guest request if you do think that a high body count should matter for women, but not for men, y'all.
I wasn't finished.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. Okay, chat. A good start to the live. Good start to the live, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I am 29.
Yeah, do you think that a high body count should matter for women, but not for men?
So are you looking for opposing views?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So I don't believe high body count should matter at all for no sex.
For sure. All right, I am just looking for people who disagree, but I appreciate you coming up. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
All right, let's get on to the next person, everyone. Please, again, everyone, only send a guest request if you do disagree, y'all. Only send a guest request if you disagree, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hello, Parker. I'm 67 years old.
For sure. Do you think that a high body count should matter for women, but not for men?
Can I clarify first what you mean by a high body count?
Yeah, it'd just be whatever a typical person would consider that.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I think it does matter. I do.
For women and not for men?
Well, yeah.
Why is that?
Well, the generation that I grew up in, your virginity was worth something. It was worth something, and it meant a lot. So that's where I started. Of course, I grew up in the 70s, which kind of free love, summer of love, and all of that with Woodstock. But all of that taking place, it seemed like it was going to revolutionize the way people thought about women, but it didn't. It always comes back to the woman needs to, watch her reputation. It always comes down to the reputation.
Yeah, but do you think it should be this way? Do you think it should be the case that it should matter for women, but not for men?
To some degree, yes.
So why should virginity only matter for women?
Oh, because traditionally in the past, it was said that a man should go and sow his wild oats, and a woman should wait for that to be done. That way he wouldn't stray during the marriage, he would stay. Does that make sense? So you think
that if he doesn't have intercourse with other people prior to this relationship that he'll leave?
That's what some people think, yes, or did during.
And so couldn't you say the same thing for the woman?
No.
Okay, so then I would like to ask for empirical evidence to justify one side and not the other, because to me that just sounds like conjecture that is used to justify misogyny. Social Approach, thank you for the 6-month subscription.
Oh,
Thank you so
I
much.
don't believe in misogyny. No, no, no,
You
no.
don't believe misogyny exists?
Well, I believe it exists, but I don't think it's a good thing.
Okay, well, I would say that these types of beliefs reinforce misogyny because they lack reason and they hold women to standards that they do not hold men to. It's stigmatizing women's actions for the same things that you do not stigmatize men for.
I don't agree with that. I don't. They have like Gloria Steinem came out, we all burnt our bras and it was going to be freedom and women were going to have just as much freedom as it, but it never happened. So I don't know if our society is just innate that way, that women should, I don't know, cherish themselves a little more than a man does. I'm not sure how that works.
Just because it has worked that way doesn't mean it should. Throughout most of society, little girls were married to adult men. Does that mean it should have happened?
Oh my God, no.
Clearly not. So just because a culture has a particular norm of doing something a particular way doesn't mean we should abide by that. You'd have to give particular reasoning, right?
Well, I think it's kind of, a lot of people have their own, insight into that. But in my experience, it has always come back to the woman. You don't want to be a runaround, and the girls at school that did, and the ones that don't, they don't. And you're like categorized. And
then why don't we do that for men too? If you want to do that to people, do that to men as well. Why specifically just women?
If a man does really goes crazy, has a problem with his controlling his sexual desires, and that does happen. That to me, that's a little bit different. But just for a guy that goes out and dates and has sex with some of his dates, I don't think that should matter. But I think the woman.
Why not for a woman? Why for a woman then? Why should it matter for her?
Because of reputation.
So then why don't you blame society for that? Like, for example, throughout the context of history, right, the reputation for women who had sex with just one person was very bad, right? Does that mean it should be that way?
Wait a minute. Say that again.
Throughout a lot of human history, right, women who had sex with just one person outside of the context of marriage were viewed as a very bad in terms of reputation. Do you think that we should have that same sort of idea here today?
Are you saying that they had sex outside of before they were married?
Yeah. One time.
Oh. Well, in my
So do you think that should negatively impact her reputation because it has throughout history?
Yes. I do.
Really?
I have a daughter. I don't want her to do that. I want her to be pristine. And
why wouldn't you say that for your
that's
son?
He's okay as long as he doesn't turn into a male whore.
So wait, why do you apply different standard in terms of what you can do? Like a man can have relationships and have sex with them, right, and consensually, but the woman can't?
No. I didn't say relationship. That's
okay. So you think that premarital sex is wrong for him as well?
That one's a tough one. Premarital sex is wrong for the man too. I don't think our society is going to go there.
No, I'm asking you, what is your view?
I wouldn't mind so much. I didn't mind so much when my son took out his dates and stayed out later than he was going to, which we all know what that meant. But when my daughter didn't come home by 12, I was freaking frantic.
Yeah, and that's misogyny, lady. Hawk.
I'm a believer in misogyny. I never would have thought that.
Yeah, that's because of the particular norms that were passed down throughout the context of history that said that you should be scared about women doing these types of things, but not men in the exact same types of circumstances.
Well, I'm not scared of it. I'm not scared.
Wait, why is it wrong for a woman to have intercourse with her partner, but it isn't wrong for a man?
Well, you said body count, which implies that whole term. I've never heard it before until you're
it implies having intercourse with a partner, right, that you're with.
Just
right?
one partner or
plenty, right? Or one. It depends.
Yeah. I'm going to sound really weird, but one I think can be forgiven. But if you spread yourself pretty thin, that gets around town. And then, it happens.
Say the same thing for a man then, too.
It just never has been that way.
Just because it has never been that way doesn't mean it shouldn't be that way. What's the reason? If there's no reason and we're just applying standards to women and not men, well, then why apply them to women?
It's just the reputations of women is on the line a lot more than a man.
Well, should it affect their reputation? That's kind of like what I'm asking.
Yeah, maybe it shouldn't, but it does.
Oh, okay. Well, then this is the point. Well, I'm saying that it shouldn't be that way. I'm not saying it is a particular way or not, right? It is the case that body count matters more for women comparative to men in our society, right? I think it shouldn't be that way. I think it should be valued equally between men and women. That's my view.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever going to happen.
You can say you don't think that's ever going to happen, but wasn't that said for plenty of things as it relates to the context of the norms that we have as a society?
Yeah, sure, it was said about many other things.
Okay, people probably said that about people's rights to vote. People probably said that about plenty of things, right? I don't think that means it's a good argument.
Well, I don't know about people's rights to vote, but I think for a while it was said about women's rights to vote.
Well, women are people.
I know, I am one.
Yeah, so like when I was saying people, that was also in reference to women.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a tough go for women for most of the centuries past. And I think what you're doing is good. I don't know if you're ever going to achieve that, though.
Okay, regardless of whether or not you think we're going to achieve it, you think this is correct, right? You think this should be valued this way. It should be valued equally.
In an ideal world.
Okay, perfect. That's all I'm looking for. Appreciate you coming up, though.
We're agreeing.
Yep, thank you so much.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, let's go to the next person. Everyone only send a guest request if you do think that a high body count should matter for women, but not for men, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 32.
For sure. Do you think that a high body count should matter for women, but not for men?
Yes, I do. I think
it's nighttime. Thank you. Why so?
I think that women should care about the body count, and it should be equal, but at the same time it shouldn't, because we can't do the same thing that men do. But we are not men. We can't. Why would we want to be able to sleep around with as many men as men do women? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well then maybe you should question, why are men having so much intercourse like that? Why do you say that, oh, women shouldn't be doing what they do? Why don't you say men shouldn't be doing what they do?
I can, because, okay, so this is what I was taught when I was little. A key that open for any lock is a master key, but a lock that open for any key is useless.
I know you heard this, but that actually demonstrates nothing conceptually, because it actually doesn't provide us, right, a method of, I appreciate the lock and key, thank you so much. It actually doesn't provide us a method of saying why a man would be a key and a woman would be a lock. If it's the case that one looks like this and one looks like this, well, then you could say the same thing for a pencil and a sharpener, right? And a pencil that's sharpened a bunch of times becomes a very small pencil.
Yeah, you're right about that. But then think about this.
I don't think that's what happens in real life, right?
So I think that you are first of all, I want to clarify that I think you are absolutely right. I'm not going against what you're saying. I think you're absolutely right. I just think, I just, as a woman, I don't think it's okay for me to sleep with the same amount of men as men sleep with women.
Well, then it seems like you would also question them, right? You'd be like, okay, well, maybe those men shouldn't be with as many women as they are. Right? Yeah. Okay, well then that's a standard that you apply both to men and women, right?
Yeah.
I could say the same thing for plenty of other people. The way that they engage in engaging in sex, right, is different than the way that I want to, right?
Yeah, but
we all have different preferences.
Just because men do it don't make it okay. We just don't want to follow in their footsteps, is what I'm saying. Like,
exactly, right? I mean,
they're awful for how they do, and then they make women act more masculine because they doing all these crazy things and making us make us harden ourselves. Like I'm not going to deal with these men because everybody is, make us stereotype them because of how they act, kind of. And we don't want to be like that too. We don't want them to stereotype us because of what they doing is wrong,
So here's what I'm saying. Jakari, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. I appreciate it on Venmo. Thank you. What I would say is that you don't want standards applied to women, right, that aren't applied to men, right?
Right. I agree with you.
Okay, so then you disagree with the idea that it should be applied to women and not men. But I appreciate you coming up.
Of course.
Thank you. Have a good day. Let's go to the next person, everyone. Only send a guest request if you do think that a high body count should matter for women, but not for men, y'all. You, what's up? How old are you?
25.
Yeah, do you think that a high body count should matter for women, but not for men?
Yes.
Why so?
Because if a man sleeps with a lot of women, he's not gonna love every single woman. But if a woman chooses to sleep with a lot of men, she's gonna to be able to sleep with these men, she's gonna have to be like she's gonna have to love them to a certain level.
No, that's not true.
Yes,
there are plenty of women that engage in sex where they don't love the person.
Yeah, but okay, these women that do that, they don't know how to love a man.
What do you mean they don't know how to love a man? There are plenty of women out there that do know how to love someone that simply aren't doing it in every relationship they get into.
No, they won't be able to love a man. They won't be able to like.
What?
They won't be able to value sex with a man.
Appreciate the paper crane. Thank you so much. Wait, isn't that what you just said men couldn't do? Appreciate the paper crane. Thank you so much.
Men can sleep with women and not love them.
Okay, so then women can do the same thing, right?
Men can sleep with any kind of woman. She doesn't even have to be attractive.
Yeah, and women can do the same thing.
No,
women sleep with unattractive men all the time. What are you talking about?
Women won't sleep with a man who doesn't have anything going for them.
That's completely false. Yes, women do that all the time. Let's be totally real here. Women absolutely sleep with men that have nothing going for them. Okay, I know plenty of women, right? Where
then why do
just as I know plenty of men who do the same thing.
Why are basically the top 1% of men? Why are the top 1% of men the ones who are sleeping with the majority of women, and not the men who don't have a job?
I appreciate that mustache. Thank you so much. I think that you have no reason to believe that. Can you give me any evidence?
It's known. It's a fact.
It sounds like you're just projecting, right? Are you just saying that women don't want to sleep with you?
No. There's a study that actually.
Okay, so what study is this? What's the title?
Search it up, my friend. I can't.
Yeah, what's the title of the study? I would love to search it up.
Never search it up. Search this up like on Google.
Yeah, dude, I would love to search it up. What's the title so I can look it up on Google? Is it trustmebro.org or something related to that?
Put effects of women sleeping with a lot of men versus men.
Yeah, I've already done that many times, and it shows no relevant distinction in terms of the way that people view things, right? There's no statistically significant result.
Okay, do you believe that? Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you believe that for a man who has nothing going on for him, he can get a good woman?
What do you mean by good? I think that there are plenty of good people that end up with people that aren't doing things, right?
Let me ask you something.
I would say typically speaking, you have to fulfill particular types of commitments, like treating people good, like being respectful, right? Like doing your fair share, right? Things like that. Those are things that women consistently look for, right?
A woman would sleep with. Would a woman get with a McDonald's worker?
Yes.
No, they won't.
You're just completely wrong.
Okay, does a woman want the men to be better than?
I don't know why you're asking a man what a woman would want, by the way. like let's just think about this for a second, right? Like, why are we doing this?
Would a woman sleep with a homeless person?
I guarantee there's circumstances where that's true. But I think that, dude, I think that most people have standards, right? Regardless of men or women. Are you just asking the question, do women have like greater standards typically?
I'm saying that for a man to sleep with a woman, he has to meet your standards. For a woman to sleep with a man, he doesn't.
No. Everyone has to wait. So you're saying you have no standards?
Me? I can sleep with anybody. No, I'd sleep with any woman and I don't have to love her.
No, you have to be attracted to them?
I don't have to be attracted to them. They don't have to have nothing.
What?
Yeah.
How can you? What? What do you mean you don't have to be attracted to them?
Because you think with your pee-pee. You don't think.
Oh, okay. So could you have intercourse with a man?
Who? No, I'm not homosexual. Bro.
Wait, but like you just said, you don't have to be attracted to the person.
I'm talking for a woman.
So just think with that head.
I'm not gay.
Well, you don't have to be. You said you don't have to be attracted to them.
What are you talking about?
You said you don't have to be attracted to them.
Talking about why are you deflecting?
He's not willing to apply it. So you do have to be attracted to someone.
For a man to sleep with. I'm talking about a woman.
Wait, so I'm asking, do you have to be attracted to someone?
No, I don't have to be attracted.
No? Okay, so then why can't you sleep with a man?
Because a man, basically, it's a gay.
Yeah, but like you don't have to be attracted to that. So what's the point?
I don't sleep with men. There's no purpose to sleep with
Why
men.
not?
Because to sleep with a man, you sleep with women to basically.
Thank you.
Because you're heterosexual, you sleep with women.
Wait, you're now talking about attractions? You said you don't have to be attracted to the person. So if you don't have to be attracted to the person, what head are you thinking with?
She doesn't have to be good looking. She doesn't have to be skinny.
I'm just asking. Like, do you?
She has to be feminine.
Okay, so wait, you have to be attracted to them? Those are conditions.
What?
You just said you have standards now?
Do you understand what I'm telling you?
So you have standards, right? You said that like someone has to be quote unquote feminine. That's a standard for you, right?
She has to be a woman, yes, but she doesn't have to be a good looking woman.
Okay, so you don't have to be attracted to them.
No. For a man to sleep with a woman, he doesn't need to love her. Sometimes you.
I'm not saying. I never said anything about love, dude. Dude, a woman to sleep with a man does not need love either.
All right, but for a woman to sleep with multiple men, let's say she finds the right type of man, would she even view that the sexual intimacy with that man as special?
I don't think that it necessarily has to be special if it's just a hookup. Why would that have to be special?
If she hooks up with multiple men.
Yeah, why does that need to be? Wait. Could it be? Wait. Listen. So you're saying, can she have special intercourse with a particular person if it is the case that they that they have had sex with many people in the past?
Yeah, because
yes. Wait. Are you just rejecting the idea that like porn stars, right, or people that have had a lot of intercourse can love people?
That's not to answer your question. I'm trying to speak. I'm saying okay, women only have sexual intercourse with men they're attracted to. Let's say she finds them.
That's not true. So wait. There are people who are men and women that have intercourse with people that they're not attracted to. That's true.
Would women sleep with a guy that no other woman wants?
Yes.
No.
Actually, you'd be very surprised.
She wouldn't sleep with a man that no other woman wants to sleep with.
I know a very specific circumstance I could mention. Thank you for the hand heart. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm not going to say anything because it's personal stuff as it relates to their life, right? But someone I know, right? This could be I could use a particular example. All of her friends are like, "What are you doing?" Like, what's up?
Would a woman sleep with The Rock or would she sleep with you?
I don't know. It depends on the circumstance.
Would a woman sleep with?
Here, I'll tell you something. My girlfriend would rather be with me. Like,
okay, take you out of the equation. Let me ask you the question. Most of the time, who gets flown out, the man or the woman?
Like are you saying celebrity, like rich people? Women get do women get flown out more than men? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. When the man is attracted to the woman, who flies who out?
It depends on the circumstance. There could be circumstances where a woman flies out a man, right? But typically, you might see it to be more likely that a man would fly out a woman.
You understand? Who flies who out?
Whoever's rich.
In general, who does fly who out? Who's rich?
I've already answered these questions, and you're just like too dense to listen.
So basically, what I'm trying to tell you is, when a man is speaking to a woman, he's the one who flies her out, and she picks.
Not always true. That's not always true.
And the reason the woman
not always true, man.
With that man is because of his lifestyle. She knows he's rich. She knows he got things going for him.
If someone's only with you because you're rich, you need to like literally go and like find someone that wants you for you.
In general, women want people who don't want a regular man. They want.
What do you mean they don't want a regular man?
Okay, if a woman, in general, women want men to be better than them.
I don't know what you mean by better than them. Like in what capacity?
Not even better than them. They want a man better. They want a man who's better than all other men. They don't want.
Do you want a woman that's better than all other women?
Yes.
Shut the fuck, dude. What are you saying, bro?
In terms by that.
Yeah. So when you say better, you're just saying best for you, right? And I don't think it's necessarily about listen, stop talking for a second and just be quiet, okay? Right? I don't think it's necessarily about finding.
Better than, like it's in better.
I don't think it's, dude. I'm just gonna mute you. I don't think it's necessarily about finding the best person. It's about finding who you want to go through bad and good times with. Right? There could always be a possible better person or better fit that you could be with. That's always going to be the case. It's a possible thing, right? That's not what's relevant to someone who's in love with another person or someone who wants to be with someone, right? None of that's relevant.
A woman want to get thrown out.
What are you saying? Can you dude, did you listen to anything I said?
That woman that
tell me what I just said.
That woman that could be better than all women. She doesn't have to be.
What did I just say, dude? Answer what I just said. What did I just say?
You said it's subjective.
You didn't listen to anything I said.
You can repeat.
Dude, I literally this is what I mean. Are you this dense?
Go ahead, talk.
Dude, what's the point of talking to you if you just don't even care to listen? I literally muted you specifically so that I could be able to
you
engage.
Me in the middle of me talking. I didn't pay attention.
Because you were cutting me off, dude.
Go ahead.
Okay, man. What was I just talking about? Do you have any idea?
Are you gonna state your point, or should I continue?
I'm just asking. Do you have any idea?
You were talking that a man could want the best woman out of woman, and a woman could want the best.
No. It's not about finding the best person. Right? Okay. It's not finding who the best fit is for you. I appreciate the confetti. Thank you so much. It's about finding a person that you want to go through the thick and thin with, the good, the bad, right? Regardless of whether or not there's a person that might be better suited for you. As long as they're willing to meet, right, basic conditions of treating you good, trying to meet you there, trying to work on things with you, right? Trying to look for the perfect person, right, is an unrealistic expectation. No one's perfect. Everyone has their flaws. What you need to look for is someone that's willing to work through things with you. Someone that you're willing to go through bad things with.
I see what you're saying, but women want a guy who's put together, who already has his shit together. They don't want to be figuring it out.
So you're saying emotional stability, right, and financial stability. Okay. Everyone wants someone who's stable, right? But it's to a particular degree. There are going to be instabilities in our lives that are expected, that are okay to exist, right? And there's no dude. It's I can't speak for a few seconds. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, so you said it yourself. So a woman wants stability. A man doesn't want stability in a relationship. He can be
completely false.
Yes.
What the fuck are you saying? A man doesn't want stability in a relationship. Get a grip, dude.
She could be from McDonald's.
Dude, I can't even believe this guy is actually saying this. You don't want stability in your relationships? What the fuck are you saying? I appreciate the IC thing is. You want instability?
I bring the financial stability.
Okay, so if you talk about financial stability, right, you understand. Let me ask you this question, right? If you were to go and get in an accident at work, right, and your particular wife had to take care of you, right, would that be okay to you?
That's fine.
But then you're not providing the financial stability then. So the financial stability isn't solely upon you.
No, I still have to be financial. I still have to be able to take care of it, even though
in that circumstance you don't have to. So once you develop a commitment with someone, you don't have to necessarily fulfill that, right? But you have to at least try when you can, right? There are going to be circumstances where you aren't going to be able to, right? And the same thing is true for your partner. There are moments where you depend upon your partner, and there are moments where you have to have your own independence as well.
I see what you're saying, but a woman can't be dependent on a man and love him unconditionally like that. I don't know.
Unconditional love is bullshit. Okay, if you have unconditional love, I'm sorry, but you have something you need to work with there. Okay, there are issues with having unconditional love.
If the woman is providing in the relationship, she's gonna grow resentful of the man, and she's gonna look down on the man.
No, not at all. Right? If someone is going to leave you because you are in a circumstance where you got into an accident at work and you can't take care of yourself, and you've been with them for say a decade, and they're leaving you just because of that reason, I think that's on them. Right? Because that's a commitment that comes in the context of relationships. There are moments where you took care of them, and there are moments where they're going to have to take care of you. That's what a relationship is. Okay? If they didn't want a relationship, well then That would have been likely to want to be talked about earlier. Like you didn't establish like what type of relationship you want with them, like what boundaries you have, things like that.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, but at the same time, you have to look at it from the woman's perspective.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, because
Right, to a particular degree. I mean, are you saying that you can completely? I mean, we're both men.
Yeah.
Lisa, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
For you to do you expect for you personally, like who pays majority of the time?
Oh, I always pay.
You always pay. Why doesn't she pay? Why are you expecting?
Because I make more money than her.
Okay. Why did she choose you?
And she does pay sometimes, actually.
Okay.
But it's just not as common.
She chose you because you're.
She didn't choose me because I paid for things. She chose me in terms of relationship because she likes me. We work together well. We have a good friendship, right? Because I treat her well.
Okay. Right? And because you're financially stable. You make more.
Obviously, financial stability is a legitimate concern to have on both sides.
Would she be with you if you didn't make money?
Yeah.
Why does she expect you to pay?
She doesn't expect me to pay, actually. She actually, like, on our first date, right, said that she would pay, right, and was, like, trying to split the bill with me, and I just paid for it.
I get it, but who's the provider in the relationship?
Provider, we both provide things.
Who pays the bills?
We both pay our own bills. Appreciate the win force. Thank you so much.
Does she live with you?
No.
Okay, I see. Okay, but would she be with someone? But would she? How much would she be with someone like who didn't make the same amount as you?
Yes.
Would she be with someone who's a bum, who's living with his parents, who didn't make anything?
I'm going to be living with my parents, and yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, we're both in college. If I didn't have a job, we'd still be together.
How much do you make?
I'm not telling you.
That's a cap. That's cap.
What do you mean?
If you're saying you don't have a place to live, where do you?
Oh no, I can. I'm just going back to live with my parents to save money.
You're going back to your parents, but you're capable of living on your own, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I'm saying. She's with you not because she's with you because you have something going on for you. You're getting an education, right?
Yeah.
Okay. She wouldn't be with. Okay, you have
the hand mustache. Thank you so much.
So you have something going on for you. You have a future. You have a goal.
Penny, I appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much.
She wouldn't be with you if you have nothing going on.
If I had a typical job, like working at my school, she'd still be with me.
No, that's not true.
You saying that's not true is ridiculous. Okay, you don't even know my girlfriend at all. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're just assuming because she's a woman that no. Stop talking. You're assuming because she's a woman that she wouldn't be with me because I had a group study or a work study at my fucking school like she does too. Get a grip on reality, dude. What are you talking about? Right? Most women date within their same socioeconomic status or slightly higher. Okay? Not the idea that like, oh, they're going to find celebrity people that make so much money. Right? My girlfriend has no clue how much money I make.
Okay, but at the same time, she knows you got something going on for you. It's an investment towards the future. She wouldn't get with a bum.
I go to school, right? So she's only with me because I go to school.
She's with you because you know what you want to do. You have a future. You got your shit together.
Those are aspects of my character that she might like, right? But she's not only with me because of those things. I think what you're mistaking here is it's ridiculous, right? So are you saying you're only with your partner because she's attractive?
What? For me?
Wait, do you have a partner?
Yes.
What's the reason you're with your partner?
We like each other, and we that's it.
That's it. That's just it. So why don't you just say that she's with me because she likes me?
I know we're with each other because we like each other, but that's not the only thing. That's not the only reason why she chose me.
Is she only with you because of your money?
I'm expected to provide, and I'm willing to provide. That's okay.
So she's only with you because of your money?
No, that's not. But that's part of it. If I didn't have nothing.
Okay, so what is the reason she's with you?
She's with me because she chose me. We like each other. That's it.
Oh, could I say the same thing about my girlfriend?
Sure. but know that the bottom, but the
So then wait, why were you questioning all of that and being like, oh, she's only with you because you have a job, like, or no, because you make a lot of money, like what?
No, she chose. Yeah, she's chose me because I have a lot of things going for me. But
Oh, so that's the only reason?
we also get to along with each other. Yeah.
Okay, so is that the only reason?
What?
It's not because she loves you, or I just got harassment and
No,
bullying. What the
we
fuck?
love each other, but if I were to be if I was a bum and she'd love me, she wouldn't get together with me just because of love.
If you stop putting any effort into a relationship, I would hope someone would leave you. Okay, you have to put effort in relationships. That's true for men and that's true for women. Okay.
Would you say that men don't have to be providers?
Not necessarily, like financially, right? Men can be stay-at-home dads.
Would you say that the woman wouldn't grow resentful of the men for staying home, not providing?
No, not necessarily. It could be the other way around. A man could be resentful of a woman for anything, and a woman could be resentful for a man for anything. I don't know why that's relevant.
Why is it that a majority of relationships that are successful, the man is the one who is...
Wait, can you give me any source?
Search it up. Who makes... Search up.
Can you give me a source? Because you just whipped that right out of your ass, right out of trustmebro.org.
All right. Majority of earners in the country you're in, U.S. or whatever country you're in, are they men or women?
That doesn't follow that this would be the case just because a majority would be that way. So can you please give me any type of source? I'd love to see it.
You can search it up on your own. I can't bring it up. It's not like I came here and I'm like ready to provide sources for you. If you're interested, it's there.
So you made a claim and now you're not willing to provide a source? Okay, so that's called a trustmebro.com. Can we get some trust me bros in the comment section real quick, everyone?
Hypergamy. Do you believe in hypergamy?
I can grant hypergamy and that doesn't grant you anything.
I
appreciate the money gun. Thank you so much, Ricky.
For women, what are they attracted to?
Ask a woman. All right, I think it depends upon the woman.
6 foot. They're attracted to height. You gotta be tall. You gotta be taller than them. You have to be making more than them. You have to be what? What else?
No, none of these things are have to. Not at all.
It says 3 6s, right?
No. No, I think that's a bullshit. I think that's bullshit. Okay? When you just like try to like say that all people's attractions are defined by this particular set of parameters, I'm very skeptical of that because I think that people have a vast array of different attractions and it's solely subjective. So to define it as some sort of universal standpoint, right, is assuming that this standard is independent of the particular subject.
Would a woman want a feminine man or a masculine man?
It depends.
What kind of men the majority go for? You should know.
I mean, do majority? I don't actually know whether or not they would be preferred either way. As it relates to majorities.
In a relationship,
like it depends on what you associate with feminine and masculine.
I mean, masculine traits.
It depends on what you associate to be masculine and feminine, right? Certain masculine traits women would like more, and certain feminine traits women would like more. I think it depends on the circumstance.
What do you mean? Explain. What kind of traits would a woman like more? What kind of traits would a man like more?
What? Say it again.
You said women would woman would like feminine traits, and a man.
Are you saying there are no women that like feminine traits?
I'm saying what kind of traits? What do you mean? Like name me traits that.
Some women like men who paint their nails, right? They like that, right? Some women, right, like men with longer, more feminine looking hair, right? Some women like men who wear makeup, right? Some women like men that wear what we might typically designate as more feminine clothing, right? Okay. Jewelry, right? Earrings, right? Plenty of things.
Okay, and what do the majority of women like?
Women like men who take care of themselves, right? As it relates to the context of their hygiene.
Yeah.
Right. That could be considered a more feminine trait because women are more hygienic on average.
For a man, you have to be hygienic, but. What are you talking
about? Really? Because, I mean, if you know men, right, that's not typically the case.
What do you mean?
I mean, there's a lot of men out there. I mean, Heather, I appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much. If you know any women that go on dates, right, a lot of men's apartments, right, are definitely interesting, might I say.
I mean that's negative on their part, but like most of the time they want a woman like hygienic men. Hygiene.
Yeah, which men are less hygienic. So it sounds like that's a feminine trait that women like.
What kind of traits do a majority of women like in a man?
What type of? I just answered a few. I'm not going to be able to describe all of them. What else do you want from me, dude?
Majority. I'm not talking about.
Dude, I don't know all the traits. What do you want? You're cutting out, man. You're out of the app. Hello, man. You're still away. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you there?
Anyway, we can agree to disagree, but women in general like masculine traits in a man, and a man would love.
I think that you're not very good at defining what women want, right? Maybe we should ask the chat, right? The women in the chat, like maybe we should ask them what they want rather than like superimposing what you think women want. And without any evidence, by the way, with literally zero evidence. You're not even like positing a study of like, oh, this is what is dictated that women want this. You're just conjecture, right? Oh, women want masculine men, and they want the most masculine men out there.
Women wanted,
Do you think women want men that never cry?
Yeah, they don't want men.
This guy is so deluded, bro. Do you think women want men that do not address their emotions?
For men, yeah, they don't want. They don't want.
Fantastic, thank you so much.
They want you.
You think women want men that never address their emotions? Really, dude? Really, dude? You're so good at defining what women want.
Yeah.
Dude, I think this is crazy, bro.
Yes, because they need you to be strong, for them to be able to trust you and rely on you.
Yeah, being strong emotionally means that you deal with your emotions, right? You can communicate, you can empathize, right? In a circumstance where they don't feel good, you can comfort them, right? That's called emotional intelligence. If you don't deal with your emotions, you're not going to have emotional intelligence developed. Tabitha, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much.
Okay, but you're saying you should be crying in front of your woman.
Wait, yeah, there are definitely circumstances where it is absolutely justified for a man to cry in front of a woman.
It gives them the ick, bro.
No.
Yeah, trust me.
Okay, if my dad is almost dying, right? User 6065, thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you so much. If my dad, right, is in the hospital about to die, and I cry in front of my girlfriend, you're saying she's gonna get an ick?
Who are you?
Yeah, my girlfriend, Kenna. I appreciate the $5. Thank you so much. Do you think my girlfriend would get an ick because I cried because my dad might die in the hospital?
Yeah.
Or you think so?
Yeah. You don't have to be crying.
Dude, this guy's so deluded, bro. Okay, this guy, dude, I can't, man. Dude, you're so removed from reality.
Yes, and here's the thing. Once you get into an argument, she's gonna bring it up.
No, she's not. Right? And also, my girlfriend and I have never gotten into like an argument like that. Like disagreements, right? Happen, right? My girlfriend doesn't like bring up things like that, right? What the fuck? My girlfriend wouldn't be like, "Oh, you cried this one time. It was so bad." Like what?
Okay, what do women?
My girlfriend's actually understanding, right? Like what?
Yeah, okay. Your girlfriend is an angel. Would a woman get with?
Absolutely right. Absolutely. Damn right.
I mean, you must have a gem.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah.
Damn right, she's a gem.
Yes, of course. Yeah. I'm saying in general, my friend. Do you think women would go for shy men?
Do I think that shy men?
Would you think?
Dude, I am fucking shy as fuck.
Do you think would a woman like a man to take control? Would a woman like an assertive man?
I think it depends. There are certain circumstances where women might prefer things like that, and there are certain circumstances where women might prefer otherwise, right? To take control themselves, right? And also, by the way, being shy doesn't mean that you don't take control, right? What? I don't know what you mean. And also, take control is crazy. We're talking about like what you're trying to infer here is actually like leading, right? Like telling people like, oh, what should we eat today or something. I think that's what you're referencing.
Would a woman like a man who basically who asks her what they're gonna do, or would she like a man who basically plans the day himself?
It depends.
What do you mean?
It depends, right? Some women prefer men that are going to pick what they do every time. I appreciate the cap. Thank you so much. Some women prefer both doing it. Women prefer them always doing it. It depends.
Does she want him to be assertive? Would women want men to be assertive
It depends on the context, right? Like there are moments to be assertive and there are moments to not be assertive. I'm not like the most assertive person, right? In plenty of context, like especially in public, right? I have like social anxiety and shit, right? I don't like to communicate with people a shit ton, right? But like my girlfriend doesn't see this as like a bad trait, right? That's just who I am.
Would they want a man who would take charge?
What do you mean by take charge?
Take charge of the situation, solve the problem, solve problems.
It depends on the circumstance. Sometimes my girlfriend doesn't want me to like tell her things that she can do to fix the circumstance. Sometimes she wants me to comfort her, right? You have to know in a relationship when people need comforting and when people need problem solving. Okay, it's not always problem solving.
I mean, I'm not talking like about problems your girlfriend is.
Well, in relationships, you deal with problems. If you didn't know that, I'm sorry. That's a skill issue on your behalf. Okay.
Okay. So why do majority of women go for men who basically don't care and do what they want?
I don't know why you assume this.
Would rather follow.
They don't.
Chase that man than go
they
for
don't.
them. Okay, why would they rather chase the man who does not care versus the one who
I don't know who you're talking about. Like I literally, what are you referencing?
I'm saying that why do women chase men who basically are not interested in them and don't care versus the men.
Some women do this just the same as some men do this. I know plenty of men who are trying to get with someone that is toxic, that are trying to get with someone that is really doesn't care about them, right? And that might be even taking advantage of them. That happens with men. That happens with women. I don't know why you're assuming this is a trait that's only applicable to women. Like it's actually ridiculous.
Why? Okay. Why would the so-called women not go for the best friend who they know likes them, but go for a guy who doesn't like them, who doesn't give them attention?
I don't know what you're talking about.
While the best friend is there for them.
I don't. So what specific woman are you referencing?
Women in general. Women in general.
Women in general don't do this.
Yes, they do. The majority.
Can you give me any evidence?
It's there. What do you?
Dude, can you give me any evidence?
Do women go for bad guys or not? Bad guys.
I don't say that women in general look for bad men, right? I would say that women in general might typically look for characteristics that you would associate with good people.
Good people naturally are people who have some people some women go for like bad guys because they have characteristics that are not present in good guys.
Wait, there you go. Some women do this.
No,
some men do that as well.
The majority of them.
No, can you give me any evidence that's true? We'll wait for this evidence, right? By the way, when you swipe out of the app, I can't hear you, by the way. When you swipe out of the app, I can't hear you.
Studies out
Wait,
there,
am I gonna hear Fresh and Fit podcast? Is that gonna come out of your mouth?
Who's that?
I'm surprised you don't know who that is. Andrew Tate?
Who are they?
The Tate brothers? Sneeko?
I've heard of Andrew Tate. I don't know who Fresh and Fit are.
Okay, well, thankfully. Don't look them up, please.
This study is out there.
I'm not trying to give you any ideas.
I don't know I don't know. We might disagree, but based on these studies, it's actually proven. And women.
What study? Tell me what study.
Women don't want guys who they are.
Yeah, dude, I'm asking you a simple question. What study is this?
I can't pull it out, man. I don't have nothing here. I don't have nothing on me. I can't access it. But I'm gonna say my point, and I'm gonna.
No. I need you to. You can't get it. You have no source, and that was just a lie that came out of your mouth.
No, bro. There's a lot of studies out there that are done.
Thank you. I appreciate the orange. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Women want like a man who is better than them.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean by better than them.
basically makes more.
Wait, I have a question.
It's
Are
taller than God.
you better than your wife?
Yes.
You are fucking crazy. Why would you say that?
I'm taller than.
Why would you say that? That is a crazy thing to say. That is literally, I can't believe you'd say that about your wife, bro. That's so insane, man. That's so insane, bro.
Would my wife want me to be weaker than her?
Dude, I just can't even believe it. Maybe she would want you to be equal. You know what I mean? Right? I would say that me and my girlfriend are equals, right? I wouldn't say that I'm superior to my girlfriend. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What do you mean by equal, though? You guys are not equal.
Yes, we are. What are you talking about?
Do you make? You said you make more than her.
It's not about how much you make. That's not how you qualify this.
Are you taller than her?
Yes, I'm taller than her.
Okay. Do you make more than her?
Yes.
Okay.
How does this make me better?
Are you stronger than her?
Yes. Appreciate the sunglasses. Thank you so much.
So, can you compare? Can you say you both are equal?
Yes.
How?
Because we both provide equally to the relationship.
How can you be equal if you forget about her?
I don't see height to mean anything. I don't see strength to mean anything. And I don't see money to mean anything as it relates to this relationship.
Let's not say she's a girl. Okay, let's compare you to a man.
Okay, wait, dude.
Let's not compare
I'm comparing me, right, and my girlfriend in my relationship, and I say we're equal, right? You say you have to be right superior to your girlfriend. Like, what the fuck does this mean?
If she was a man and you made more than her, and you were stronger than her, and you were taller than her, who would be better?
I don't know. Those aren't the qualities I use to determine who's better.
If you have better qualities,
I don't know.
I don't understand. Why are you avoiding the question?
What are you talking about?
Okay, if you're taller than her, you're stronger than her, and you make more than her.
What about this means that I'm better?
Don't compare yourself to your girlfriend. Let's compare you to a regular guy in real life.
You just did this.
Regular guy in real life. You're taller than that guy. You make more money than that guy. You got a house. You got a car. You're stronger than him. And what else? And you're better than him in every single quality. Are you better than that guy?
Oh yeah, if you're better in every single quality, yes, you're better.
Okay. Now, if you're stronger.
Now, how does this entail? How does this entail the inference that I'm better than my girlfriend, or that you're better than your wife?
What qualities matter in a relationship?
What qualities matter in a relationship?
Yeah. What qualities do you look
patience, understanding, common goals and desires, right? Caring about each other, being respectful, plenty of things.
Okay. Are you taller than your girlfriend?
Am I taller? Yes.
Yes. Okay. Do you make more money than her?
Yes.
All right.
Appreciate the confetti. Thank you so much. What'd you say?
Are you stronger than her?
Yes. I don't know why you're asking me the same questions.
Okay. What qualities is she better than you in?
What qualities is she better than me at?
Yes.
I think
physically you're better than her. Do you agree?
Physically, I would not say I'm better than my girlfriend physically.
What do you mean? How are you not physically better than her?
Because she's hot.
Oh my God. I'm not talking in terms of attraction. I said, are you stronger than
her? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking physically. Like, I'm talking in terms of physical attributes.
Appreciate the epic GG. Thank you so much, Maze. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What'd you say?
I don't know, man. Do you think you can compare? Do you think women and men are comparable?
It depends on what we're talking about.
Do you think a man is better than a woman in certain aspects, and a woman is better than a man in certain aspects?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, on typicals, right? Okay. But I don't think that what I'm better at as relates to my girlfriend, and what my girlfriend's better at as it relates to me, it has anything to do with whether or not I'm a man or a woman, or whether or not she's a man or a woman.
I mean, if you have qualities that are better, that you are better with, that you have that are better than your girlfriend's, and she has qualities that she's good at versus you, Doesn't that mean you guys are different by nature?
Yeah, both me and my girlfriend are different people. Yeah.
Okay. What qualities would you say is what qualities would you say you have that she doesn't?
I don't see this even to be
What
relevant, but
what can you do that she can't do in a relationship?
what can I do that she can't do?
What can you?
I would probably say I have better patience than she does.
Okay.
That's about it, though. She's better in every other respect.
Yeah, but you're not being honest with yourself.
I'm not. I'm being totally honest with myself. I'm actually not trolling.
You wouldn't agree that women do things.
Maybe I know more about debate stuff. Like that's about it, dude. Or economics.
You wouldn't agree that women do things that men can do that men can't do.
I don't know why you're saying in a woman context if you're specifying specifically individually me and my girlfriend, but yeah, women can do things in a typical sense to a greater degree than men can do things. Like emotional intelligence, women are more likely to be emotional intelligent than women. I mean, men.
Okay, and versus okay, what can men do things that women? What are things that men can do that women can't?
I mean, men typically might have a greater level of physical strength.
Okay, so in a relationship, there are things that a man can do, and there are things that a woman can do, that a man can't do, and a man can do things that a woman can't do. Correct?
What is the point of what you're saying here, man? I can do things you can't do.
I'm talking
like win this debate. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I just had to say it, you know.
Would you agree that there are things that men can do that women can't do in a relationship? And
dude, why do you keep asking me this question?
Yes or no?
Yes. Okay, appreciate the money, guys. Thank you so much.
Equal?
Fuck, dude.
Then how are women and men equal in a relationship?
We do different, dude. Are you kidding me? Just because we do different things doesn't mean we aren't equal, right? You understand that me and you are two different men and we're both equal,
yes,
right?
But you're not equal because you guys are
we're not equal? You're saying
yes,
we're not equal?
No.
What who's superior to the other one?
You can't be equal if you're good at doing certain things that she can't do and she's good at doing certain.
Wait, no. Answer the question. Who's better? Me or you then?
Men are better than men are better at doing.
No, I'm not saying men. I'm asking you and me, bro. You said we're not equal.
Who? Well, why is it a question of who's better between me and you? You won't even admit
because you said that we're not equal, dude. Are you listening?
I'm talking about women and women. Are you okay? Are you good?
No, bro. What the fuck are you? This isn't me. This is literally a you issue.
Would you agree that I'm talking about about women and men in a relationship?
Okay.
You said they're equal. How are they equal if you can?
Yeah, me and my girlfriend are equal. Yes.
And she can do. How?
Because we both provide equally to our relationship.
Are you both strong?
No, we're not both as strong as each other, but she's strong.
Are you both emotionally intelligent?
Yes.
Is one more emotionally intelligent than the other?
Appreciate the galaxy. Thank you so much, Heather. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes.
Does one make more than the other?
Yes.
Is one more caring than the other?
No.
Okay. Does one basically are your physical attributes the same?
No.
All right. So how can you be equal if all these are different?
Because us having physical attributes is not what would qualify us as equal people, or not.
Do you guys both bring the same things into a relationship?
Say that again.
Do you guys both bring the same? The same.
Sometimes, not always.
Not all. Sometimes, not all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are not equal.
Just because we provide different things doesn't mean that we're not equal. I think humans are equal, yet we provide different things. Are humans equal?
Just a second.
Humans?
Yes, what was the question?
Are me and you equal?
No.
Okay, so then who's better than the other? Appreciate the sunglasses, thank you.
You'd have to weigh out everything.
Okay, weigh out everything. Go for it.
Is every human born smart?
No, I'm not saying every human is born smart. Again, just because we have different qualities doesn't mean that we aren't equal, right?
Equal, and like we're human. Yes, we're equal in terms of humanity, but we're not, but not in what we bring and what we can do.
Okay, both me and my girlfriend provide equally overall, but we provide different things. Does that make sense, right? I'm not saying we provide the exact same things. What I'm saying is that we provide equal amounts, even though we're providing different things. Like, for example, right? We could both provide one glass, right? Whether it be a glass of water or it be a glass of soda, okay? Do you understand what I'm saying there? Those are equal amounts, yet they're different things. Does that make sense?
So what does she bring?
Is that clear? I'm just asking, is that clear?
I get your example.
Okay.
So what do you bring into the relationship, and what does she bring into the relationship?
I'm not going to define everything that I bring to the relationship and everything she brings to the relationship on the live right now.
Okay,
I've given you enough personal information, bro. How much more personal is this? Is this like a personal interview of like all the personal aspects of my relationship, or?
Okay. Valentine's Day. Who do you bring her flowers, or does she bring you flowers?
We actually got each other flowers.
Okay. Do you take her out to dinner? Do you pay when you take her out to dinner, or does she pay?
I paid.
Okay. Let's say anniversaries. What do you do for her versus what does she do for you?
I don't see why I have to define these things. We both provided gifts.
Okay, okay, can I ask you a question?
What do you want?
Okay. You in the relationship, who does more in the relationship than versus the other?
We both put equally into the relationship.
Okay, what does she do? What does she do that you don't do, or that you do?
Do I have to answer everything about my relationship to you?
You don't have to. In general, you don't want. If you don't want to answer, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't know why I have to tell you every aspect of my relationship on the live.
No problem. You don't have to tell me every aspect of your relationship. If you're not comfortable with it, it's all right.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think we're just doing like 20 questions at this point, right? I thought we were having a debate.
Yeah, my point is that in the relationship, a man does things that a woman doesn't do, and a woman does things that a man isn't good at doing. That's it.
Oh, thank you, Einstein.
And you're not admitting it, and you won't admit it.
I've admitted that like 7 times on the live, Captain Obvious.
But you're not being honest with yourself.
I am being very obvious.
No, you aren't.
Yes, I am. I'm literally being upfront. I'm being completely honest.
Because if you were, you'd point out the things that she's good at that you're not good at, and that she does for you, and the things that.
Okay, yeah. So you're just fucking weird, bro. Let's go to the next person, everyone. Only send a guest request if you think that a high body count should matter for women, but not for men. I literally mentioned multiple things, but yo, what's up? How old are you? It's like, bro wants to play 20 questions, bro. How big was your male member last time you measured it? Like, dude, what are you asking me, man? Yo, what's up? How old are you?
24.
Yeah. Do you think that a high body count should matter for women, but not for men?
Yeah, it should.
Yeah. So why so?
Okay, so if you have a man, you have a woman, right? And you have a man who has little to zero experience in the sexual world, right? And then you have a female who has tons of experience.
A woman.
Why that man clearly does not have the same values as she does. So therefore, why would he want to even entertain somebody with a higher body count?
You could say the same thing with a woman who has a lower body count and a man who has a higher.
Say again?
You could say the same thing about a woman who has a lower body count and a man who has a higher.
Society views them differently, though. Society.
Okay, so why does that relate to your view? I'm asking you why it should be the case, not why it is.
What? I just
I'm
told
asking
you.
why should it be the case, not why it is. Just because society views it that way doesn't mean it should be viewed that way.
I mean,
What's
I
the
definitely
argument?
think that we should take what society has to say, and
Really?
portray it. I mean, we do
Society
that all
says
the time.
slavery is okay. Does that
Let
mean
me
it's
ask
okay?
you a question. Did
Appreciate
you wear
the
a mask?
lemonade, thank you.
Did you wear a mask?
Did I? Yes.
Okay, why?
Because they've been shown in multiple studies to be effective in reducing the likelihood of people being negatively impacted.
So have you seen the studies where it showed that COVID still had over a 90% chance of being transmitted even when you wore a mask?
Yeah.
Okay, so did those studies not mean anything to you?
They did, but they still reduce probability. Are you using your brain? Are you rational?
No, what I'm saying is...
If something reduces probability, which would you rather do? The one with lower probability or the one with higher probability? Use your brain.
So let me ask you this.
No, answer my
If that
question.
same study came out...
Hey, I asked you a question. Would you like to answer it?
What did you ask me?
Lower probability on one side or higher probability on the other side to die? Which one would you rather go down? Left or right? Left has lower, right has higher.
I mean, sure, I would say the lower probability.
Okay, so then use your fucking brain. You'd use a mask.
Okay, but here's what I'm saying. Why was you wearing a mask?
Why was I? Because it was a
because
global
everyone
fucking
else was doing
pandemic.
it? So if everyone else stopped doing it, would you have continued to wear the mask based on what you knew?
Would I still have done it? Yes. Right, but
You've
would it
been the
have
only one
done
wearing
as
the mask.
much? No, it wouldn't have done as much because not as many people were doing it.
Right.
But
so
it still would.
society had a
It still
role
would be
in you wearing
effective.
that mask.
What's
So
that?
so society had a role in you wearing that mask, the same as society has a role in
Well, do you want me to explain why?
females' body counts.
I'll explain why in this sense. Because, and actually, I literally told you I would wear it. 1, 2, right? The reason why it would change whether or not it'd be as effective is because more people that wear a mask, the less someone is likely to be able to get a virus. Like that's just obvious, right? Okay, so I don't know what your point is.
Right. And they also said things about, like staying home, but I'm not going to get too back into that. I'll get back on the topic at hand here. So why do you feel, or why do you believe that it doesn't matter for a female to have a very large
woman?
body count? Yeah.
Well, because that's what her preferences are, right? And there's nothing she's negatively impacting. This is all consentful. It's her preferences.
So you don't think that they should be perceived differently by society?
Oh, hell no.
Opposed to somebody who carries himself and has kept himself for one person?
Why is that relevant to society? Why should you care how many women I've slept with?
I mean, it says a lot about their character.
What about it? What about it does it say?
Well, one thing is that they're an easy lay.
Not necessarily.
The higher the body
I have
count,
friends.
the
Wait.
easier the
I
lay.
have a
It's
question.
numbers game.
I have a guy
Hold up,
friend.
Parker. It's statistics, right?
Okay, I have a guy friend who has 17 bodies, right? And a friend who's a girl, right, who has 20, right? Are they both easy under your worldview?
Well, I mean, I would say that women are the ones who have, the say in,
Answer
like
the
when
question.
sex takes place.
Answer the question.
Are they both easy?
Yeah.
No, it's a lot harder for the guy.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I wouldn't say that actually, by the way.
It is.
No,
Who
definitely
controls-
not. No.
Women control the access to sex.
Not in this
100%.
circumstance. I promise you that.
No, on all circumstances they do.
No, not at all. No.
Yes, they do.
No.
How?
What are you
How do
talking
they
about?
not control? How do women not control the access to sex?
Wait, no, both men and women do. You said you were talking about level of opportunities, right? In this circumstance, the man I'm talking about has plenty of opportunities.
You lost me, Parker.
Yeah, the man I'm talking about in this scenario has plenty of opportunities.
Okay, so yeah, that's good for him. That's awesome.
Okay, so in that circumstance, it was just as easy for him as it was for the woman in this scenario. Now,
Well, not necessarily.
no, I'm giving you a specific circumstance.
He still had to work a little bit harder than
Work,
a woman
dude. What do you
would have.
mean work, bro?
I mean, okay, so you're saying on all 17 of his bodies or 20 of his bodies, whatever he had, You're saying on all of those, he just walked in and like basically said, "All right, let's get to it."
They were just hookups.
That's all a woman has to do.
They were all hookups for both the woman and for the man.
So he didn't have to. So he didn't have to flirt. He didn't have to.
Both sides flirt. Do you understand that, right?
Well, women don't necessarily have to. Women can say, "Let's go to the room."
Men
right
don't
now,"
necessarily
and
have
it's
to
simple as
either.
that.
It depends
Guys
on context.
simply can't do that.
It depends on context. I think you're just projecting, my guy. Right?
I'm not.
Again,
I'm not projecting.
No, you're projecting. It seems like a skill issue for you. Right? So can you like answer the hypothetical, please?
Sure. So the one about why was it easier for him?
Yeah, no, it's just as easy for each other, right? In this particular scenario, they have the same body count. Right? Does it matter for the man just as much as it does for the woman?
No, it doesn't.
So it's not about the level of opportunities.
Them differently.
Yeah, it's not about the level of opportunities. It's not about how many circumstances you have to be able to sleep with people. It's literally when I isolate and make them equal, right? It literally, you still think it matters more for women. That's called prejudice against women.
Women will never be equal.
Okay, me and you will never be equal under that same standard then, because we're different people.
Right, but we're not talking about me and you, Parker. We're talking about.
Okay, I don't see how that's relevant then. You believe me and you are equal, right?
Society is always going to.
You believe me and you as men are equal, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, so why would you say that a woman is not?
Why is a woman not equal to a man?
Equal to you, yeah.
Oh, I mean, because they can do tons of things that, law has established to govern between both men and women.
What? Say that again? I don't know what you just said there.
They have things that they can do that we simply cannot do.
Yeah, and I have things I can do that you can't do.
Like what?
Go on a live and get a few thousand viewers. Now try again.
I simply could do that if I did this
I
every day.
promise you can't.
If I did this every day, I probably
You want to bet?
Sure.
Okay, how much?
If I did this every day?
For how long?
Probably a year, or if I went on some talk show like you did where that you had developed your fan base. Yeah, sure.
I literally just did it by going on live and doing this. Okay, how much you want to bet?
So you said a few thousand viewers? Or
Yeah,
1,000 viewers?
concurrently every day, yeah.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I said.
Okay, all right. How much you want to bet?
I'm not going to, but I mean,
No?
I would say I could.
Really? So if you could just get a few thousand people in your life, why don't you do it?
Simply because that's not my desires. Not everybody.
You don't have a desire.
Person. Yeah, no.
To like share like what you love to do with other people.
I mean, I do art, so I mean, what would I want?
Yeah, so
somebody to
you
do?
wouldn't desire to like do art in front of thousands of people?
Not necessarily. No.
Dude, what? You wouldn't love to do your hobby in front of people, like, and be able to always do your hobby. Like, I'm confused.
I guess in a different world, maybe, but no, not
in a different world. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I have other dreams and other stuff that I would like to do, like get through school. So, anyway, back to the topic. Like I said, men and women are different, right? Simply because they can do things that simply men cannot do. Right?
Okay, but I obviously can do things that you can't do, right?
But as men, we're equal.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly my point. Liz, thank you for the subscription. Thank you so much.
As men, we are
I can do things that you can't do. Yet it still is the case that we are equal.
What you're talking about more so is skills, right?
What? Yeah, sure, I guess.
Right.
Like,
so you develop
we're not necessarily equal in skills. I'm saying
right?
equal in value.
Right. Men and women are not equal in value.
Why are men and women not equal in value?
Oh my God, that's easy. Okay, so let me look at this. So let me ask you this. If you was in the military, right?
Why are men and women not equal in value? Can you answer the question?
I was trying to give you an example.
Okay, sure. Give me this example.
Okay, so if you were in the military, right? And you was told, hey, in 3 months you have to go to Middle East or whatever, do you know that a lot of women tend to get pregnant in that same time span with 3 months coming up to avoid going on deployment? Can a man get pregnant?
What?
I'm saying, can a man get pregnant to avoid going on?
If we're talking about a trans man with a uterus.
Right. So, exactly. They can do things to get out of things. They can do things, you know.
I don't see what this point is. A woman who's infertile, what would be the relevance in this circumstance then? I don't even see what point you were trying to point out there. Like, what are you saying?
The whole thing was to say that men are not equal to women.
Okay, yeah. We don't do the same things. We can't do the same things in certain circumstances. That doesn't mean me and you not equal. Okay? So can we stop using caveman reasoning and like get our heads out of our asses and just use reasoning here?
Oh, sure. I guess if that's the way you want to say it. So
yeah,
how society views you is definitely, it's valid. You can't say it's not.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I should take into account all circumstances over every other set, right? Like, for example, if people think that slavery should happen mostly in society, does that mean it's good?
Do you?
I'm asking you, does that mean it's good under your worldview?
You're trying to turn this into a racial thing.
No, dude, I'll use a different example. If most people in society think women shouldn't have the right to vote, do you think women shouldn't have the right to vote?
I mean, you don't want my answer on that, but I mean...
Please give me your answer. Please give it. Do you think women should have the right to vote? Dude, the is crazy, dude. I can't even believe you just said that. This is what I mean. This is why we have these conversations, chat, is because people hold misogynistic values just like this, right? And if you ask me, how is it misogynistic for me to say that women shouldn't have the right to vote? I'm gonna literally just scream, dude.
Why should they have the right to vote?
Why should men have the right to vote?
Who's held a position of power as far as government?
No, answer the question. Why should men have the right to vote?
Who's held governmental power for the longest time?
Okay, for example, in the U.S., white people held power for most of U.S. history. Does that mean black people shouldn't be able to hold power?
No, they have. President Obama.
Before the context of Obama.
It was simply because there wasn't...
Before Obama, would it have been justified?
If you ask...
Before Obama, would it have been justified? Just answer the question.
Even if you ask black people, Parker, they'll simply tell you it was because that there wasn't a black man who was running that had the votes to back him. It wasn't because of anything racial. There was no rule written that said that a black man can't run for president.
Yeah, so here, I'll ask this question, Throughout the context of history, landowners, were the only ones able to vote, Does that mean that non-landowners shouldn't be able to vote?
I would say that's still fair. Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, yeah. Next. Do you own land?
If you're not contributing to society, why should you build
do you own land?
No, hold up, Parker, you just gave me a perfect point.
Wait, answer the question. Do you own land?
In the slightest bit.
Hey, do you own land?
If you're not contributing to society,
do you own land?
Saying what society does.
Hey, do you own land?
Yeah.
You do? Really?
I do.
What do you own?
Yep.
What do you own?
I own a lot of land.
Well, what type of land?
Residential.
What, you own a house?
Yep.
You have your own house. How old are you?
24.
You have your own house.
I was in the military, bro. VA, $0 down. You should go.
And you own your own house?
Yeah.
Okay, so before you owned your own house, are you saying that you shouldn't have been able to vote?
Yeah, I was a dumbass kid.
Well, you still are, right? So again, can you explain to me why specifically? Actually, no, we'll hold this up. Throughout the context of society in the U.S., literally white men who were property owners were the only ones that were able to vote. Do you think that's who should be the only ones able to vote now?
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
Okay, so throughout the context of U.S. history, white property owners were the only ones able to vote, right? Do you think that should be the case now?
No, those laws were changed.
So same thing with women. So why do you think that women shouldn't be able to have the access to vote, right? Given that this is true.
I'll tell you what, if they own land, then yeah, sure. I actually like the whole land owning thing. That's actually good. If you're contributing to society, you're paying your taxes, you're not drawing welfare.
No, do you think that the only people who should be able to vote are white men who are property owners?
No, I mean, no.
No. Okay. So again, you dispute that just because in society, right, these are the people that were able to vote, that doesn't mean that these are the only people who should be able to vote. So answer the question. Why do you think men should be able to vote?
Why do I think men should be able to vote? Yeah, exactly. We've held governmental power for the longest time.
I just critiqued that. Okay, just because you've held power.
No, you didn't critique it. All you did was say something about race and then something about this and something about that.
I literally said.
Right, your analogy doesn't make sense.
because you're not.
You can't compare gender to race.
Right, that's not what I'm comparing. I'm comparing the principle, but you're too dense to realize.
No, you were trying to say, okay, because men have held power just in the government.
Just because people have held power doesn't mean that it's justified for them to be the ones that only hold power. Okay, that's what I was arguing against. And you just hear gender, you just hear race.
And now
that's all you heard. That's what caveman brain. Caveman brain can only understand part of it.
What's Kamala Harris done for the
country?
Why
are you talking about Kamala Harris now?
As the first female vice president in this country, what has she done? What has she done? Name one thing she's done.
Yeah, she has specifically advocated for the legalization of Mary Jane, right? She's advocated for stuff as it relates to the context of climate change.
Donald Trump did that, but you hate him.
No, he didn't advocate for legalization.
He advocated for the states to decide if it should be legal.
No, she's talking federally legal.
Okay, but it's still a step in the direction, right? To leave it up to the states. Donald Trump was doing that, but you did.
No, it's really not. And also, you know, it was already left up to the states before that. Okay, Nimrod, dude, you are you kidding me?
Well, what about Barack Obama? Did he not have anything to say about Mary Jane while he was in?
I don't think that's even relevant. I was just telling you one thing she did, and he didn't do enough on that as it relates to that. That's a critique I have of Obama.
Okay,
but
so
I'm pretty sure he did argue for decriminalization. I have to check that.
One thing besides advocate for pot. I mean, you don't have to be a president or hold any kind of power to advocate for pot, okay? You could be a TikTok live streamer or a podcaster and do that.
Wait, so
president.
Wait, you understand that that's going to be relevant to what they're doing to the wait, that's going to be relevant to what they're doing in office, one thing. And two, even if she never did anything, you understand that even if she didn't do anything, that doesn't dispute that women shouldn't be able to be in politics.
So you couldn't tell me one thing she's done.
I just told you. I literally just told you.
As holding a position of power, you haven't told me one thing she's done besides.
I literally just told you. I can mention plenty of other things. I just told you one thing.
That's it.
I just told you. Wait. I just told you one thing. Now, wait. Before you go on to the next, I have a question. Do you can you name one thing that Mike Pence did?
No, I honestly couldn't. No.
No. So why should men be able to vote if you can't name one thing? Appreciate the hand.
Who do you even know who I voted for?
No, I'm just asking. Mike Pence. What did he do?
I even voted for Trump.
He's a man. He's a man. How do you even know I voted for Joe Biden?
I mean, I feel like I've heard you say it before, but maybe you didn't vote at all. I don't know.
No one's ever heard me say that on my life. no one's ever heard me say that. Chad. No, not a single person in the chat has heard me say anything about that before.
Who did you vote for?
In what election?
The most recent one.
In 2020, I voted for Joe Biden.
Why?
Because he's a better candidate than Donald Trump.
I mean, I feel like Kanye would have been better than Biden. And he was on the ballot.
Yeah, so do you think Trump is better as a proven sexual abuser, a proven fraudster, an election denier, someone who's tried to overturn the election with no sufficient evidence, right? Someone who's also said to a 10-year-old that he would date them in 10 years, right? Who's also literally walked into changing rooms of little girls and Miss Teen USA because he quote unquote owned the place. That's how he justified it.
Hold up. So are you saying that you've never had
and Kanye, the person that hangs out with a white supremacist, Nick Fuentes?
You've never had dirty locker room talk?
No.
Is that what you're saying? You've never done that. You've never been in the locker room and been like, man, that girl's fine as hell. You've never said
that. Me saying girls are attractive is not something that's bad. What? He said grab them by the P word. He said to a 10-year-old that he would be dating her in 10 years, right? He specifically sexually abused E. Jean Carroll, proven by a civil court.
He never said that. All
he did say
said
that.
Was that
you want to bet?
Let you. He said they will let you. He said they will
he
let
said,
you.
He said grab them by the grab them by the pussy. They'll let you do anything. Okay.
You're taking that out of context. Which
no,
is
I'm not. I literally just said exactly what he said. And let doesn't mean that there's consent, by the way. There are people who let,
he said
but it's still
great.
Literally
let you go up.
Yeah,
and grab
letting
you.
does not imply consent.
He wasn't saying that he did it, Parker. All he's saying is that these girls, the way that they're carrying themselves.
Thank you for the subscription. Thank you so much. I'm not saying that.
Them.
Wait, I'm just saying those are the locker room talk that I think is bad. I never said that he's an assaulter because he said this. What I said is that this would actually predispose people towards assault because it's not making sure there's consent.
Fair enough. So did he say that? Did he say that publicly, or did he say that behind closed doors, assuming that there wasn't people spying on him?
He did that in locker room talk or whatever the fuck. It's still bad, right? It's still misogynistic. It's still gross.
What somebody says behind closed doors. I
what?
Can't even
If you said something behind closed doors that was bad, I would still call it out.
The ungodly amount of shit that Biden said behind closed doors.
Yeah, reference it. Go for it.
Or, okay, let me ask you this, Parker. Have we ever in the history of the White House found cocaine in there until the guy who you voted for held position of office?
Wait, dude, come on, man. That was not
Isn't that convenient that his son was a cocaine addict and he admitted it?
Wait, say that again?
Hunter, right, had a drug problem. True or false?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy that we've never found drugs just hanging out in the White House until the same time that Biden takes office?
Wait, sorry. Say that one more time. I apologize.
And then it disappears. You don't even hear anything about it after that. It just disappeared.
No, as it relates to this, you know those particular prugs, you can't say the word specifically because it's TikTok TOS. Those were in the tourist section.
What words? The drugs?
Prugs. So just say rugs or something like that.
Okay, prugs. Sorry.
Or rugs. You can just say rugs. So yeah, the rugs specifically were in the tourist section. So I don't see how that relates to that.
Isn't it crazy how there was no investigation done though?
Wait, say that one more time.
Isn't it crazy how there was no investigation done? I'm not saying that you're simply advocating for it because you voted for Biden. You didn't vote for his son, clearly, right? You voted for him. So I understand that, but I think it's sketchy.
Push the galaxy. Thank you so much.
About how all these things that have happened since Biden's took office, right? We could talk about the art that was sold to Russia.
Wait. If you want to have a conversation about Trump and Biden, I do that topic. You can come on and do that if you'd like. But there was an investigation. You know that, right?
It was closed.
You want me to pull this up? Right, wait, hold up. Matt, you can send a guest request. I'll add you up real quick. I'll let you address this because I want to make this a politic live because I do this all the time. Let's talk about politics and we can go over that. Thank you for the galaxy. Appreciate it.
They did a 11-day investigation, and they closed it because they couldn't narrow it down between which of the 500 staff members may have brought it in. So, and by the way, we can single out, and the reason why they didn't look into Joe Biden or his family was because during the weekend that it was found, Joe Biden and his family, plus Hunter Biden, were at Camp David. So
that's an alibi. That's an alibi. That's all it is.
You do know that they follow the president's schedule rigorously, and they track his every movement. And we know exactly where the president is at any given hour of the day. And when he says he's at Camp David, it's not just the president, it's his family, it's his advisors, it's Secret Service, it's all those people, right? You do know that, right?
So you're telling me that I can look up where Biden is right now?
Yes, they publish daily guides to what he's doing every single day. It's on the whitehouse.gov website.
So those can't be falsified, you're saying?
Not when the Secret Service is the one putting it out and they're the ones monitoring where he's going. And why would they lie about him being at Camp David? Because then it's not only lying about Joe Biden, it's lying about the Secret Service, all his advisors, a military, all of those people. So you're saying all of those people are in one big conspiracy to try to hide some cocaine. That's what you're saying.
Isn't their job to protect him?
Yes,
all
from
means
threats,
necessary?
from threats, but they're not going to lie on his behalf. You know how I know that? Because look at them and how they did Bush and Obama and Trump, right? If they ask a Secret Service in a congressional committee, they must by law tell the truth, and they're going to tell what happens. I mean, that's how it goes.
I respect you doing your research on that, but laws can be broken, and laws have been broken.
Yeah, so just give us evidence that it was, and if you can't provide us evidence, then there's nothing for you to go off of there. But again, I don't want to make this a politic live because I can definitely go over this stuff with you. I'll follow you, and we can specifically go over this because I mean, there's probably a lot we could talk about as it relates to the Trump topic because you're pretty delusional.
Sure, yeah. Follow me, and we'll do one of those debates.
For sure.
Also, what I was gonna, what was it? Yeah, we'll just save it for the next debate whenever you do this topic.
For sure. Do you have anything else to say on this topic?
No, that's it.
Okay, for sure. All right, appreciate you coming up.
Bye, Parker. Have a good day, okay?
Of course, man. It's good to see you as always, man.
Bye, dude.
All right, let's get the next person up here. Only send a guest request if you do think that a high body count should matter for women, but not for men, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
How you doing? I'm 56.
For sure. Do you think that a high body count should matter for women, but not for men?
I think a high body count should matter for everybody because of the science behind what happens to your brain when you have sex.
So you think it should matter for both men and women?
Yes.
And then also, do you think it should matter if you're in a relationship?
Yes, you should be in a relationship.
No, like if I was I'm in a relationship with my girlfriend, we only engage together, right? How is it different to have sex in the context of the relationship versus out?
Well, if you have a lot of one night stands, it rewires your brain. So
I would like to ask for like the source of that, but I also don't think this is relevant.
Dr. Helen Fisher.
What's the title of the study?
I don't dare look. I have it open. I don't dare look at it. I don't want to lose my spot. But if you Google her name, I'm sure it'll come up.
All right, I'll make sure to look for that. But I'm going to go on to the next person because you don't.
Well, just let me say two things real quick because I think it's important.
It's called, like, I literally just told you my boundaries, man. Yo, what's up, how old are you?
Hi. I'm sorry, what was your question? I apologize.
Do you think that a high body count should matter for women, but not for men?
I think that it should matter more for women.
Why so?
I think it should matter more for women simply because we are the conduit to life and bringing in children in this world. So the children are coming through our body, even though men are carrying the seed or whatever, or the semen. I'm sorry, I don't know what I can properly say on TikTok, and I don't want to get you. Is the seed is better, but that's why I think it should matter more if we're going to be in judgment. Like if I had to argue one side or the other, I would say it should matter more for women.
Okay, so then, and you say that's because of them, giving birth and stuff. So infertile women, their body counts don't matter as much.
You said infertile?
Yeah, if they're infertile, their body counts don't matter.
It's hard to say that because a lot of women believe that they're infertile. They've even been told by doctors, and then later down the road, they miraculously become pregnant. Just because you're told you're infertile doesn't mean you're always infertile. And sometimes,
yeah, but I'm just asking you in the circumstance in which they are infertile, right?
I think it should matter even more because if you're told you're infertile, and you've gone through all the tests and things like that, you should be even more careful with your body because at the end of the day, you never know if having more partners will put you at a higher risk, to harm your body. Even if you're
I don't see how that would be true if you're infertile, but like you just said that like the reason why it matters more is because they're more likely to get pregnant in this particular circumstance. In this particular circumstance, right? They can't get pregnant. Right. So then it would go against your original standard. So it should be the case that their body count doesn't matter as much, but you said that it actually matters more. So that contradicts your original standard.
Well, when you're saying infertile, some people in the comments are saying hysterectomy. At that point, I do feel like it does change the situation. But at the end of the day, even if you're told you're infertile, I think you should be even more careful with your body because
so it has nothing to do
change.
With pregnancy. So what's your view then?
No, it does. I just said that. I just said because just
so if a woman who gets a hysterectomy, her body count doesn't matter.
Scientifically wrong, man. STD can kill fertility. If somebody said a hysterectomy, I think that
what did I just say?
does change the dynamic.
Yeah. So again, in that circumstance, does her body count not matter?
Well, yeah, I think then that in that respect, yes. But if we're talking about the general population of those who are having sex who have not had a hysterectomy, I think, yeah, the body count should matter
why
more.
why should body count matter for women who want to give birth?
Again, because you're putting yourself at higher risk.
Higher risk for what?
For many things. Many
Like?
things that aren't spoken about, from cervical cancers, different things that can arise from having, and not because
Wait, can you
you're
give me
being
evidence that
promiscuous.
it's? Can you give
or
me
that
evidence
you're
that
not
that's
being,
specifically from having sex with multiple partners rather than just having sex in general?
I mean, multiple sex. I mean, that's on .gov, that healthcare.gov, not healthcare.gov, but that's on the .gov. What is it? In something, in CIS or whatever. It's on their health website. They tell
So then
you this,
men shouldn't
and
be able to do this
they'll
as
tell
well
you this
because they can
in
predispose
person.
women towards these types of things.
Men should be
Men shouldn't have as much sex, and it should matter just as much for them because they can predispose women who will give birth to these types of things, specifically the woman that they get pregnant.
Correct. But a lot of the times these women are having sex with like the same guys.
Okay,
guys
but like,
aren't-
okay, so
even
say
though
the
it's
guy sleeps around. The guy picks up a particular STD.
Correct.
He then passes it to the woman that is going to become pregnant, and then passes down to the child. Right? If you want to reduce the likelihood of that child getting any of these particular types of conditions, well, then it would be true that it would matter just as much for the man as the woman.
Correct. I mean, again, I was cut off like a few times. My thing is not saying that she's herself is putting herself at risk, but I'm saying the way that you reduce that risk is by not having as many partners, narrowing it down. Because if you're having sex with multiple partners, a lot of things don't show up until 2 months later. Like people think because they're going to get tests and things like that right away, that it's going to protect them. And unfortunately, these doctors are not being honest and saying that, no, it takes about 2 months for things to show up. And so that's like the awful part, you know, and I feel for a lot of women because at the end of the day, we're human and we should be able to enjoy sex just as much as the next person. But at the end of the day, I just want women to protect themselves. I get it that men don't get tested and this and that, and that we're trying our best. But I'm saying like the best way to prevent that is abstinence.
For both men and women then, right? And also, again, abstinence is a crazy standard that's never worked. Just saying be abstinent, that's not going to work, right? So
it is.
I think you just need to promote people having safe sex. That's what you need to do. People are going to have sex.
That's very true.
Right? Promote them and doing it safe.
So true, yeah. And,
then my point is this would be
trusting
true
your
for men
body
and
and
women.
not just doctors.
My
But
point
why
is
do you
this would be true
disagree
for
to
men.
this? I'm sorry, Ferg. I was just saying, like,
no,
you're
you're good.
agreeing to this. I mean, you're conceding to your entire argument. Just want to let you know that.
You want to let me know what? I'm having a discussion. I'm not having an argument. I wanted to answer the question honestly. and he wants
Either way,
people
you're
who-
conceding to your worldview just now.
It's not a world. It was an answer to a question that was on the
all right.
topic.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, that's
Well, she's saying that you're
perfect.
conceding your answer then. That's what she's saying.
But I'm saying if I'm having a discussion with someone and we're having a calm, cool, and I can understand where you're coming from, I'm not here to argue. I was here to make my point to that. You made your point and that's great. I'm not
But
one
you
of those TikTok
contradicted your
people
point.
who get up here just to get points or these little gifts to go back and
no
forth
one's
and
saying
be
that.
ignorant with somebody.
We're saying
I
that
didn't
you
say you did. I'm
contradicted
just
your
letting you know
point.
who I am.
You contradicted
look,
your point.
I like speaking to people.
You
If I want to
contradicted
learn
yourself
from
just now.
someone, I didn't contradict myself. He made his point. I heard his point, and I agreed.
And then you agreed with his point, and you came
So
up
what do
here
you want me to do? You
against
want me
it.
to go back and forth with him? Like, what is your problem? What is your issue?
Why do people get so angry with me?
I don't know. Like, you literally just came up here and it just started happening. I just thought about that.
Energy.
With
If you
some
won't come with some
energy?
energy,
Girl, I didn't do nothing to you.
Yeah, she literally just came on and literally said you
but
just
she
conceded.
telling me about I conceded my point. I don't need you to tell me that. If I needed
But
you
you
to tell me
did.
that,
I was just saying-
didn't.
Do you know what concession means?
Do you
Exactly,
know what
right.
a conversation is?
I do. That's what we're
Do
having.
you
right-
have them on a normal basis, or do
I
you
actually
just tear
do. I
down
have the
people
same
as
job
they
as
come up?
Parker, right? Anyway, Anyway,
I totally get it. Y'all can have
I don't
the same
know
job, but
why are
I
you
had a
yelling at
calm
me?
conversation because you came with weird energy,
I didn't
bro.
do anything.
But you did.
Weird energy.
Just own it. Just own it. Like,
why do y'all hate me so much? I didn't do anything
I don't
to
hate
you.
you. I have nothing but love for every. I promise you, I ain't got nothing but love. Because I move in the spirit. I don't do that. But I'm not built like that.
Parker,
I didn't come up here messing.
It's like weird energy. I don't know what that means.
Came up here, I didn't have nothing to say to
maybe
them.
it's the deepness of my voice. I don't know what I did
It's
to
not.
you.
Your voice
I didn't
is beautiful.
I didn't
It's not
thank
that.
you, but
I
didn't. But I just need you to stop
being condescending tone, and you trying to
didn't-
explain to
I
me what a
didn't do
concession
anything.
was.
I
And now
literally came
you're
up and
conceding because you're not owning that you did.
You don't know what concession means.
So, bro,
That's
you know,
not
all I'm saying,
conceding.
I do
I'm
know
doing
what
the
it means,
opposite.
and I said why I did what I did. I own my shit. I don't need you to tell me.
Are you
And
about
I'm
to
trying
cry?
not to curse.
What is
No, I'm
going
trying
on?
not to curse on this man's TikTok.
I didn't do
Definitely
anything
not gonna
to
cry.
you.
I mean, your breath is in
Can
my
you stop?
face. I wouldn't cry.
Can you please calm down?
But
Can you
at
calm
the end of
down?
the day, it's just like certain
Can you just calm
followers.
down?
It's so sad because you are so intelligent, you are so beautiful, but you come with that negative energy.
I didn't
like
do
that's all
anything.
you're about, and then you don't own it. You don't even own
Dude,
it.
I don't even. Okay, I'm sorry.
I
I'm sorry,
love
but
the
what does that even mean?
victimization role, how you flip that really quick.
No, it just sounds like you're projecting this onto me. Maybe you've seen my lives before, but I've literally had such an amazing day today, right? I did some laundry. I did some self-care. This is my day off.
Went to church,
and I came up here really calm. And the fact that you immediately
I was up here calm. I had a calm
aggression.
conversation. I made my point. The man asked me a question. I answered the man. He made another point. I said, okay, cool.
And then you
I
conceded.
was about to drop down.
Then do it.
I was about to drop down, and then you came up on the BS.
I did.
No. Okay, I'm gonna be totally real.
Like, I'm so disappointed.
Wait, she didn't even do anything. I'm
God,
serious.
bro.
She literally came up here and just said that you conceded.
She sure didn't. I know y'all friends, and I appreciate
no. Hold on.
that
Let me
you a
finish my
loyal
point.
one.
Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point. Okay. So what I'm saying is that she came up here, and you're saying that like you just felt like some particular energy. To be totally honest, right? We don't know what that means, right? Like, was there just like some vibe, some feeling? I don't know how to explain.
No, it was the condescending tone in which she tried to explain to me what a concession was. I don't
What
need
tone?
anybody to explain. Bro, all right. Like I was saying, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your perspective because low key, I don't feel like anybody should be judged. But I know you didn't want people getting up here being wishy-washy. So I stuck to what I had to say about it, that women should protect themselves, period. I'm not going to be wishy-washy. I'm not going to go back and forth. But at the end of the day, you make sense. I'm not up here on your platform to go back and forth. It is what it is. I made my point. You made your point. This internet, you can't erase it. Whatever you say is out there. Whatever energy you give will come back to you. Even on the internet, it's not a game. I don't play like
This is
that. I don't do
projection.
stuff like that. Okay, God bless. Thanks for letting me up.
Oh my God.
Like, have a good time talking about this on the back end, but I'm out.
Dude, I don't know what I don't know what it
did.
is. Like, I swear, you don't even do anything. It's just like people immediately do that.
Damn. Anyway, she must be a fan. But either way,
I can explain it to both of you.
LJ, be quiet. The first thing I wanted to come up and say was within the context of the guy that cited the Helen Fisher. Helen Fisher is like a world-renowned psycho whatever the fuck she is, right? She studies like sexual attraction, relationships within humans, etc. I don't know what study he was about to cite, but it was going to be wrong because not a single one of her studies says that like this is more likely between like something is higher between women in comparison to men. She studies affection and attraction between human beings on both sides. Literally not one of her studies says that like it would matter more for women or that women get more affected by these things. It's simply saying that like women and men typically have different brain chemistry and release different chemicals in the context of attraction and sex. So I don't know what he was about to say, but it was got to be wrong. Reading is fundamental.
Is. For real. What's up, LJ? Are you driving?
No. I'm right. I'm a passenger.
Can the person who's driving say hi real quick?
She doesn't want to. It's my daughter. She's shy.
Okay. All right.
So
I
anyway,
believe you. So yeah.
I'm a good dad.
I wouldn't say that much. I'm joking.
Oh shit! Don't go there.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna be nice today.
No, I'm not.
Do we want to start with the topic, or do you want me to explain to you why the lady has such an issue with you?
You know what? Low key.
I'm just asking. Like, we can move on to the topic, or I can explain it to you.
Tashika can choose. I mean, I actually don't mind. We can do either way.
You know what? Go ahead and tell me, AJ, why other people hate me so much, and make it not because they project themselves or because that I carry myself as if I'm superior to them, because I am. Go ahead though.
You know what? There's nothing wrong with confidence. There's nothing wrong with projection, strength and even I'll use the word superiority. It's not that. It's the old adage of it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Your tonality sometimes comes off, and she used the perfect word for it, condescending. Like,
so
it's
what is the
belittling.
condescending tone? Here's my thing though. It's not easy to belittle me.
No.
So
not
why
you.
why was I able to belittle them with just speaking?
Well, because for one, you're more practiced at this, right? Like at the debating, the speech, the back and forth. And a lot of times you know how to take control of the conversation and are able to.
So why is it a bad thing on my part?
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just explaining it to you. Like, you already know how I feel about it.
If her entire issue with me was because I speak with a certain level of confidence in what I'm about to say, and she felt threatened by that, why should I care?
I'm not saying she felt threatened.
I think she should just up her game. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to say she felt threatened.
Get good,
what I'm going to say is that the manner in which you are a black woman, and I'm going to assume that she was.
But she was another black woman. She was also black.
And we know in our community that when we talk to each other with any level of pugnaciousness, it's going to evoke and elicit.
So you're saying that I intimidated her because she felt I was.
I didn't say. I'm not using the word. I'm trying not to use the word aggressive because I've been told that is something that is triggering for black women. So rather than saying aggressive,
no, I'm a very aggressive person, but I wasn't being aggressive there.
Yeah, you kind of were in the manner in which you spoke to her.
And how was that, LJ?
Look, I can say what's up to you.
Can you say back to me how I said what I said?
Your tone. Okay, let's do a little exercise. Me and you, Parker won't get it. Me and you, I'm going to say the same words over and over again, but I want you to tell me what I mean.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. What's up?
Hey, what's up?
Okay. What's up?
Hey.
No, don't do that. You know what that means. Don't do that. I can say the same two words different ways, and it means something
one
different.
One just sounded chill. The other one just sounded excited.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. LJ, can I just say one thing? I don't see anything with her tonality there that was condescending. She literally just came up and said that she conceded. That's really it.
No, but see, here's the thing.
Exactly how I said it, Parker.
Here's the thing, Parker.
That's I actually
I
really don't see it. I don't see it at all.
I understand what you two are saying, and you two are friends, and I appreciate.
Oh my God, he's always held this view. I don't know why are you kidding me?
Okay, but let me ask you something. If something keeps reoccurring and it's the same theme, different people, but it's directed at you, at some point, do you stop and say,
people, because I have actually. LJ, it's different people with the same goddamn character. It's different people who would never find themselves in community with me because I don't hang out with them in general because I find people like that to be incredibly insufferable. Every woman in my family speaks like this. Every single one of us speak like this because our parents valued education. They didn't teach us to be fucking feminine and quiet. They taught us to fucking speak up, right? And so
I agree with you.
I'm still speaking. So like I was saying before, I was never taught to speak quietly. I'm a loud ass person, but also I've always gotten bullied for me speaking like this because people immediately take the way that I speak as some kind of aggression or the fact that I think that I'm better than them. But my only response to that is, why don't they feel like they're enough? Why don't they feel like they can go toe to toe with me? Because that's not my problem. You really could. I don't think I'm that smart. You can eat me the fuck up. But if simply by the tone of my voice, you immediately get threatened and you get upset, that says more about you than me. I was taught to speak this way. I speak this way, and that's why I fucking succeed. That's why I get awards. That's why I talk. Like,
I'm not,
I also
I'm not
think,
telling you.
wait, I also,
I'm not
here, I
telling
just
you
wanna
to
say this,
change.
like, I also just think it's like when someone has like a particular tonality to their voice, that's not their choice. They're not changing the way that they're referencing something. Like tonality would make sense if someone changed, like I go from this tone that I'm in right now to a different tone. Tashika never changed tone, right? She was the exact same, and that's just how she's typically speaking. So this is just a perception that they have outside of the context of the way that she typically speaks, that then would say that she is being this way, rather than it necessarily being indicative of a change in tonality, right? Like here, I'm actually going to let Matt specifically come up here and say this. I want to add up Athena as well, because I think Athena's in here, because Matt can specifically reference this from like a perspective standpoint in terms of like how people might perceive like his voice.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to speak, and I just kind of joined in like a minute ago. But if we're making this thing like about like maybe like race or something, I get accused. I'm a white guy. I get accused all the fucking time of being angry and being upset and yelling and everything, and that's simply not the case, right? This is my normal speaking voice. Sometimes I might get animated, but it's my normal voice, right? And people always tell me that I'm too loud, that I'm too aggressive, that I'm yelling or I'm upset or something, when I'm just not. Like and fundamentally I'm not. And for me, like Tashika, I had to learn to speak like this, to be loud and to be aggressive sometimes, because people wouldn't fucking listen to me. Right? Because I had a stutter growing up, and I still do. I have a stutter, I have a speech impediment, and people would not take what I said seriously. So I had to be aggressive and loud and actually say what I wanted to say forcefully, and people take that as me being really fucking upset and just mad all the time when I'm not. Like, I'm just not. And I heard Tashika when she came in, and she wasn't aggressive. She just said something about, but that person perceived them as aggressive. They probably would have done the same thing to me, by the way.
Listen,
I would have said
you guys are going on a whole tangent about something that I'm not validating one way or the other the claim. I'm just simply explaining to you what I heard from the other guests, what she was trying to communicate about what her experience was. And you guys don't get to police that. If her experience was that that's how she felt, then that's how she felt. And that's it.
But I also think it's upon her to deal with those feelings within herself. That has nothing to do with me. Right?
I think there is some level of ownership between intent
upon
and
the way
impact.
that I speak. I will never
listen to what I just said.
Anyone.
Listen to what I just said. There is some ownership between intent and impact, right? You may not intend it a certain way, but if the impact is that, and I'm not saying you have to change or do anything differently. No, it just means that you should be aware, and then you make the decision that is best for you in your circumstance. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, this is implying that there's a reality in which I should change my tone, and that's fucked up.
And let me be clear, Matt, this is not a race issue.
The impact that can I say one thing? The impact that she has on other people is not on her; it's on those other people. If other people feel intimidated, if other people feel intimidated by her, no,
that's
one second.
entirely wrong.
If other people feel intimidated, I talk this way, and there have been so many times where people have said that I was aggressive. Parker can attest to this. I talk this way.
Do you work?
Every single time.
Do you have a job?
Why are you speaking over
Wait,
Do you have a job?
Yeah.
No, because normally I let you guys get your.
Okay, so we're just gonna mute you. Like,
why? I don't understand why you keep interrupting me. Right? I talk like this, and even though I talk like this, Parker can attest to the fact that every time I'm on his panel, people always say that I'm either aggressive or hostile, or overtalk me or interrupt me. Right? And I talk this way. So at this point, it's not about how Tashika talks, it's the fact that she is a black woman. I am a black woman. That's why people perceive us the way that they do. Regardless of how we talk, how we act, people are always going to be intimidated. People are always going to perceive us as aggressive, as angry, as hostile. So it's not about us. I don't care anymore how other people are impacted by what I say and by what Tashika says. So instead of addressing the point, which is why should a high body count matter more, or for women but not for men, you're too busy policing Tashika. And we've deflected from the whole point. So let's go back to the topic instead of policing other people, especially black women.
I just think it's weird. People say I'm loud, and that may be the case. Turn your fucking phone down or cry. I don't care. But like, I just find it to be so weird. I've been struggling with this my entire life. I've spoken like this for my entire life, and I'm not gonna stop. People have hated me for speaking like this for my entire life, but my father and my mother taught me to speak the fuck up, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm loud, and I'm hot, and I'm intimidating. People walk past me, and they are intimidated. I've been told by like hundreds of people that they were scared of me before they began to speak to me. That's just how I am.
And I'm not saying that any of that is right.
I'm not saying that you think it's right, but it comes from some kind of preconceived notion that I believe that I am better than people, that I carry myself in a particular way where other people are intimidated by me because they feel that I am better than them, or they feel like they cannot approach me. And that has nothing to do with me. That has everything to do with them projecting what they think I am onto me. But yeah, let's go back to the topic, y'all. Period.
Okay, but let's be clear. We consented to having that conversation.
We don't care. We don't ask. Let's go.
You and I have already had this conversation, but I wanted to have it with Parker and get his take on it. So you could feel free to join in, but Parker, I have two main reasons why I feel that body count matters. One is for women with high body count, meaning multiple partners where it's 10 or more, they are at greater risk of getting cancer than men are. So that's point number one. Point number two.
Wait, is that from body count, or is that from the amount of time someone has intercourse?
No, the number of partners, not the number of
yeah,
not
what's
the
the
number
title
of
for
activity.
that one?
What's that?
Yeah, what's the title for that one?
You can check it out in the British Medical Journal 2020. Sheikah's already read it, so she can be a source for me on this.
What are you referencing?
The British Medical Journal from 2020, where it referenced that women are more likely to develop cancer when they have 10 or more sexual partners. Their risks are greater than...
Didn't this literal study say the same thing for men? Why are you bringing this up?
No. The percentage of impact is higher for women than it is for men. And again,
is it statistically significant?
Yes.
All right, let's see.
Also, everyone's saying that I am loud and annoying and obnoxious. It's because you're weak. You're a weak person. Hope this helps.
I don't find you to be that way, for the record.
LJ, I didn't
enjoy
ask.
talking to you. I know, but I felt like I needed to say it.
Thank you!
I wanted to say it. Let me put it that way.
All right, let's see what this specifically says.
And while you're reading that, let me make my second point. My second point is that you talked earlier about what?
No, you go ahead.
My second point is, and they talked a little bit about this earlier. I don't know if you were on or not, but they talked about women having a higher level of emotional intelligence.
Did you see one point in the study? It says this is an observational study and as such can't establish cause.
Can I also say the study specifically says one second. These findings should be interpreted very cautiously. The study can only show an association, not prove cause and effect. Further, it did not specify which cancers were diagnosed, and the data depend on people's self-reports. First of all, the associations in the study may just be a marker for other lifestyle choices, since people who had more partners were also more likely to smoke and drink. Smoking and alcohol consumption amplify the risk of cancer with certain STDs.
Okay, all of that is true.
And the difference between men and women was small. 1.69 for men and 1.91 for women.
No, I think you're misreading that part.
No,
I think you need to read it a little bit better.
Right now. I'm looking at the data right now. OR 1.69. OR, that's the number that's given. 1.69 is the difference for men, and then 1.91 for women. So a 0.3... Oh, actually, a 0.25 or so a difference.
I love how this is a credit to me, and I appreciate you all. That is 4v1. So shout out to me. But anyway, My
Well,
second
that was
point.
just because we were just referencing that, and then it turned into this. But
Yeah, I
I haven't
know.
said anything.
Still 4v1. The other point is
Do
that
you want help?
no, I don't need help. No, I love
then.
this.
Quiet down.
No, I'll just toot my horn for a second. Let me get mine off.
That was kind of cringe then.
Yeah. Oh my god, bro. He's so old. I just can't.
Anyway,
Like, do you think it would be better off if you had help?
no. Or we can go. No, I don't need help. Anyway, my second point is that you were referencing earlier the emotional intelligence aspect, right? And I would say that now this is where we kind of deviate from. I gave you guys validated medical information. You can choose to accept it or not. You could choose to, use it how you want. I gave you information. You and I, Parker, we talked about truth, right? We talked about ignorance, we talked about wisdom, and we talked about at the end, we talked about foolishness, right? And foolishness is the abandonment of truth. So if you guys want to abandon truth.
I have a question, right? Your study didn't indicate specifically that it came from the different partners. That's not what your study referenced at all. We just showed you that.
No, you didn't show me anything. You read it, you interpreted it, and then you gave your.
No, this is
no.
the second
We
time
read
we've
you
gone over
specifically
this.
what it said.
LJ, we've gone over this for the second time. Like what Matt has just read to you is what I said to you.
No,
I don't know why you brought it up again.
Because it's valid.
For men and women.
Anyway. What? Moving on. So my second point is around the emotional intelligence aspect. Right now in our society, who benefits more from having easier access to sex? Would you say it would be men or would you say it would be women?
You'd say who has more opportunity?
Not who has more opportunity. Who would benefit from having easier access to sex? Men or
I
women?
don't even know how to.
How do you determine benefits from what? Like, what do you mean? Like, how do you? That would be like a case.
Well, I think it dovetails into what Parker was about to ask. Well, what he thought I was asking.
Both
which
can
is,
benefit.
I disagree with that. Right now, like
why?
Parker was intimating that women have greater access to it now because they more or less control it. Right? Will we agree with that?
I never said anything about control. Right? Never. When did I make any of those claims?
What is your point in asking that, then, Parker? If you can clarify.
Point of asking about what specifically?
I say you intimated. I didn't say you make a claim. Intimate means that you are implying, or you
well,
know.
I don't
means,
think
right?
I implied that either. Right. So what question are you specifically referencing that I asked?
Let me ask my question again, and I'm just looking for an answer. It's either men or women. Who benefits more from having if it were the case where both had easier access to have sex?
Dude, I don't know.
I don't know how you would determine this.
I would determine
what is your worldview, and tell us how you got there. Just do that, dude. You keep asking us the same question.
Well, I think it's obvious. My worldview is that it matters that what body counts are for women, and it does for men, but to a lesser degree.
Why more for women comparative to men?
Well, if we're going down what you said earlier to the other guests around emotional intelligence, I think that it absolutely. Now you have to remember the brain does not fully develop until you're 26. There are certain things that you can engage in, whether it be risky behavior, substance abuse, or different things that can rewire the brain. So the more opportunities that someone has that is more emotionally inclined to react to these situations in an adverse way could cause more harm to them than they would to the other species, because our sex, because they don't have. Well, I'm trying to be respectful of all of the genders and not just make it a binary decision of man, woman. I don't really know how to.
You should species,
I don't know how to
bro.
reference it. What?
Saying you don't know how to reference it by referencing it as species is crazy.
Well, I corrected myself immediately once I heard it.
I know, but that's still wild.
Okay, help me out here. How would I reference it to be inclusive of all? Because I do think there should be equality for all the varieties of sexual orientation or gender identity.
I don't know, people.
Yeah, but it's like, because the position here is it's like man versus woman. So, but I want to be inclusive of everyone. So I don't know how to say it. I want to be sensitive to that.
People.
Yeah, like.
Okay, well then we'll just say people.
People is the inclusive term. Like what?
All right, well then we'll just say people.
Yikes.
Why is it yikes? My point is that there is the case that AFABs are more predispositioned to being impacted by adverse activity when it comes to being engaged in physical intimacy.
So you said that they're more adverse to, what do you mean by adverse activity?
So let's just say, to put everything on an equal scale, that a AFAB has 6 sexual partners before age 21.
I don't even know what you're referencing. What does
Just
that
like me, for
mean? What is it? What are you saying?
AFAB? Assigned female at birth?
You don't know what AFAB means, Parker?
I've never heard someone use that terminology, bro.
Wow, Parker.
No, I've never heard. I know what assigned
That's
female
all.
at birth is. I've never heard someone use the particular term AFAB.
Yeah, L. Parker.
Yeah, L. Parker. Anyway,
what?
Because again, like I want to be careful
it's
here.
not a commonly used phrase. You can
No.
say
Who
assigned
says
female.
AFAB? I've heard assigned female at birth, but I've never
Very
heard
small amount of
AFAB.
people. It's a very small amount.
Well, I learned
I'm
of
making
it.
fun of you, Parker. I just learned what that meant like 2 days ago.
Like,
Well,
I just
how I
didn't
learned
know a
about it
single
was just
acronym. Yo, L. Parker, so real, dude.
Yeah. Well, how I learned about it was I was listening in on another debate, and they were talking about the 4B West movement. We won't even get into all of that. But anyway, my point is that if those relationships, if there is a misaligned expectation of what that relationship is going to be, it is the case that it is more harmful to a woman than it is a man. Especially when it is the man typically misrepresenting his intentions around the longevity of that relationship.
Okay, so women should engage in sex with women and not men to reduce that risk. So they shouldn't engage in sex with you. They should engage in sex with other women.
I'm saying that they should be more selective about who they engage
No,
in sex with, period.
because you want to reduce their risk, right? So if they want to reduce their risk, they should engage with women because you don't know.
Well, I have a viewpoint on that, but I haven't researched it, so like I just know what my experience.
Let's get some W lesbians in the chat, everyone.
My thing is like I don't know why you think they should be more selective, right? Like this would just simply make no sense. If the best way for them to like lower their risk as much as possible is to not sleep with men at all, then you got what you wanted. But you still want women to sleep with you though, so you're not going to concede to that.
Why it gotta be specific to me? Like, let's just say they shouldn't sleep with men.
Because
like
if you
Parker
didn't
said.
care for women to sleep with you, then I feel like you concede pretty quickly.
What you mean?
Because I feel like you don't want to concede to the fact that like in order to like have a circumstances which like women are the least likely to get infected would be to just not sleep with men, right? W4B. But you wouldn't hold to that because you still want women to sleep with you, LJ.
Well, yeah. I mean, not what.
Okay.
Look. I
Okay.
Not
He just
women.
knows that that's the
Not women
defeater.
plural. Let me be clear. Hold on, because I don't know who. Let me be clear. I have a girlfriend, so I
Yeah,
only
and
want
you want her to sleep
Yeah,
with
so
you.
she
yeah,
should
her.
have
Yes,
sex
her
with you.
specifically. Yes. So
No
let's
one
not
is
say
saying that
women
you
in
should
general.
want. I didn't say that, but you would still, if your girlfriend wasn't around, you still want women to be attracted to you sexually and want to sleep with you. You would still want her to want to sleep with you. But if you hold to what you're saying right now, you should adamantly tell her to not sleep with you.
Well, let me ask you this question. Do you think that this conversation is causing harm for young women that are trying to figure things out, and like things have never been more liberal in the world overall?
Yeah, no,
than they are right
I think we should teach young women to have agency over their bodies, and that they really shouldn't care about men.
Not care, but like, what are we teaching? Not just young women, but young men as well. But what are we telling people by having this conversation?
To engage in critical thought and not just hold to beliefs for no fucking reason.
And education, right? Like, I mean, a lot of these things, like you just hear new things that you haven't heard of before, right? It grows your knowledge and other people, and it's an entertaining way to be able to do so, right? Right? People are entertained
but it's
by
not,
debates,
because
right?
Here's the thing that I would say. I'm going to say this one last time, and I'm not going to say it again. The human brain doesn't fully develop until it's 25, 26. Both of you are under 26, right? So you don't really know, and you haven't come into
That's
your
not
full...
how that works.
He's like, you're not truly sentient yet.
Like, be so fun. You're not gonna hold to this logic.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said, Parker.
Look, I don't know why people keep bringing this up. That doesn't mean shit. That doesn't mean that, like, before the age of 25, we're not able to make, like, critical decisions. Be so fucking for real. On this
What I'm saying is
on the day of the Lord, you're gonna not be for real, LJ. Be for real.
Finn, thank
I thought you believe in God. Don't do that.
Thank you so much.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I know. I believe in God.
Yeah, so don't lie up here. He'll get you.
That's not how it works, but anyway. All right.
Yeah, you can just repent and it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. He just has to wait just like a second before he dies.
Just like Jeffrey Dahmer did.
W.
Well, why are you guys like this? Why are you like this?
Like what?
I don't know.
Anyway, I hope that
just, me being me.
No, I know, and you and I talked the other day, Parker. You know how I view you. I find you to be quite engaging. I find you to be a great guy. Tashika as well. Like, I don't have any issues with anyone, but I will say this: you guys get more engagement when we have conversations like we're having right now, and than you do with like kind of the back and forth and the piss and
vinegar. That's not true at all.
Well, engagement in the sense of like changing people's minds, not engagement in the sense of, because you guys are doing kind of what Donald Trump does when he elicits like the anger and the fear and like the irrationality of people, and they get all whipped up in a frenzy and then they go marching on capitals. Like that is the passion. No, you guys do. You literally do. I see it every time I tune into one of your lives. You guys have more power than you realize. And I would think that you two...
It wouldn't be from my arguments, I'll tell you what.
Well, I would just say that you two, you bear a responsibility because of your platforms and because
can you stop
draw
yapping, bro?
Okay, I'm just saying. If I don't say it to you, who will?
Like, it's dangling in your mouth. Can you stop?
Why you gotta
he said, with great power comes great responsibility.
You and I can rule this city, Batman. Like, me for real. Like
the Spider-Man, actually. But anyway.
I know.
All right, it's been great. Parker, I'm gonna catch you next time when you're by yourself. We'll do a 1v1.
For sure.
Have a good one, buddy.
I will make sure that never happens.
Yeah, I can't. That's so funny. Oh my. All right,
She's so damn rude. He's literally my friend. Like, who are you people?
He's been up a few times, so people don't understand that like you develop like a way of responding to a particular person. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
21 soon. So basically,
I've talked to you a million times.
No,
I don't even want it anymore.
I've got a point.
I don't care. That kid's been in my life like a million times.
Wait, I came up here to argue with the men, not to
good.
say that
you people.
body count
Yes,
matters.
you people.
It doesn't matter.
For sure. I appreciate you coming up though. Thank you so much. All right, let's get the next person. Everyone only send a guest request if you do think that a high body count should matter for women, but not for men, y'all. For how much they say that they don't like you, Tashika, they spend so much time thinking about you.
Parker, I have such heavy
interacting with your stream.
Dude, I have such heavy beef with both you and Dean's audience. I'm not lying. So much goddamn beef. So much beef.
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Y'all are weird.
Hello? Okay. Oh, we gotta go on to the next person. That person's not here. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 18.
Do you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
I'm gonna tell you why it should matter. Well, I actually did like some research on this. The truth is that a high body count, it is linked to infidelity, but this goes for both men and women. If a man has a body count of 20, he is more likely to cheat, just like a woman.
Yeah, we're asking something that why should it matter for women and not for men?
Yeah. But the reason why it matters more for women is due to the fact that they could get sex a lot easier than men. That's why it matters.
Okay,
so that's why it matters a lot more.
Okay, so like for particular men that can quote unquote get sex easier, right? Do you think that it should matter just as much for them as it does for women?
I mean, but like it's too much lesser degree because like not a lot of men that can just get that.
So let me ask you this question: so more attractive men, their body count should matter more than less attractive men?
Basically, yeah.
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 I don't understand this argument because again, like you're not gonna. I don't think people are going to apply this to any other like part of our life. Like for example, like rich people have like more access to like healthcare than poor people. Is them having access to healthcare wrong?
I mean, no. Listen. As a guy, right? Like
I don't care.
You don't. Well, as a guy, right? Like for you to have 20 body counts, like 99.99%,
I have more than
cannot like just get that. Like that's
that sounds
impossible.
like a skill issue.
It is a skill issue. That's the thing, though, right?
It's a skill
issue. It really is a skill issue, bro. Like you gotta have you gotta be super.
Then why is this at the detriment of women? Because women don't.
Because first of all, women like every woman, they could just get a high body count easily. Like it's so easy for them. So that's why it matters more because more women gonna have a more body count, higher body count. That's just how it is at a much higher rate.
This just sounds like you complaining. This doesn't mean anything.
I mean, it's not complaining. How does it mean complaining? You're the one that lied.
Because
you're the one that lied. Getting mad at me, like.
Anyway.
Wait,
how is it complaining?
So celebrity men, their body count should matter more than non-celebrity men.
I mean, yeah, because like they could mean like it's not like if you have a high body count regardless. Like if you have a high body count regardless,
okay, so
you are more likely to cheat.
Older women's body counts should matter less than younger women's body counts.
I mean, older women body counts is already high.
Wait, so I'm just asking, should they matter less or more?
It matter less or more. To be honest, because like if you like if an older woman could still get smacks easy as fuck, like really easy. There's a lot of desperate old guys. Like, I'm being honest, they can still get easier, like a lot. It'd be less hard for them to sleep with younger men, but like.
So why is it bad on behalf of her and not them?
Bad because of scarcity.
Maybe you should say it's bad for the desperate men, right?
Because the scarcity. Why don't y'all just screw each other?
We're not gay, bro.
Oh my god.
Wait, so C3, I have a question, right? If you had more opportunities, do you think that you would engage in sex with more people?
I mean, yeah, because I don't really care about relationships.
So,
I don't really care about relationships.
So, and do you think it would mean that like no one should be with you because you would just be with more people?
I mean, shit, I don't mind. I don't care.
Oh, okay. So if you don't mind, why would you mind for other people?
It's not about me minding. It's about that it is the fact that people with higher body count are more likely to cheat. That's a fact.
But you would be more likely to cheat then. And then also, if you're going to talk about who's more likely to cheat. Wait, so people whose parents have cheated are more likely to cheat, right? Does that mean that you're going to say that like you wouldn't be with someone whose parents have cheated?
To be honest, if I'm with someone, right, with someone that had like a single parent, I wouldn't be in a relationship because like a lot of these women, they don't be having fathers and stuff.
Wait, did you just say you wouldn't date? What did you just say that again? What?
Yeah, I wouldn't date a woman that has a single parent, bro. I wouldn't date a woman that has a single parent. Like I wouldn't.
That's so gross.
And I wouldn't date someone with a
bro, like come on, bro. You got people like
it's like
with no father, bro.
Them having a parent.
Wait, why did you assume I have no father?
Yeah.
The way you act, bro. The way you act.
Why did you just assume that I don't have a dad?
Wearing makeup does not mean you don't have a father. What the fuck?
The way she wears makeup. The way she wears makeup, bro.
What way she's wearing makeup does that? Like what?
Bro, She give me goth, eager, alternative vibes, bro.
And you give me incel vibes. What are you
Bro,
talking
we mean
about?
incel vibes. What do you mean?
I'm getting incel right now. I'm getting
How?
incel. That's what I'm getting.
Bro, look at me, bro. Look at me, bro. I'm handsome. I'm handsome.
And
You're just hating, bro.
You can't pull.
I mean, I can pull. I can.
You can pull?
Yes.
I
a lot of women
don't.
acting bad.
So
bro,
no,
you go
I
watch
appreciate the
different
fur, thank you so
roster,
much.
bro. I got like 100. I got like 100 girls in my DMs, bro. You just mad, bro. Like, come on. Like,
and you
how you a woman and I get my
Wait, please. Can you turn your camera on, please?
I wish I can because I don't got enough followers. But
okay.
I post my face. Yeah, I post my face. It's
Bro,
like,
look at his.
So you have 100 people that are talking to you right now.
Yes, bro.
He texted all of them first, Parker.
No, but that's how it normally is.
To their
how are they talking to you?
Like,
you said
Are you
how are they
texting them
talking to you?
first?
Are you saying that you've hooked up with them?
Yes, I hooked them a lot. I got like 200 bodies right now.
Oh, so you're ran through is what you're saying?
Basically,
like 200.
Like it's a
Basically, so why should any woman want to be with you?
Huh? Hey, listen.
Wait.
Hey, listen. I say I
don't men with 200 bodies, don't they have a greater likelihood of cheating?
I mean, I told you I don't do relationships.
Wait, C3, I have a question. Have you ever been in a relationship?
Yeah.
Did you cheat in that relationship?
No.
No, you've never cheated?
No.
No? Okay.
But I mean, that was when I was like a virgin. Like,
oh.
Okay. So again, my point would be is that if you care about body count in women, why don't you care about it in yourself? Bro, you literally have 200 bodies.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. Like, if you are in a relationship, you just
for you to care about a wait. How many bodies is too much in a woman? Let's ask this question.
I mean, according to the study,
bodies.
I mean, no, according to the study, a high body count is considered 5. Like, according to the study, 5 and up.
No, it's
no, 5 is not a high body count. Okay.
I mean, in today's standards, Parker, listen, look, in today's standards, a body count of 5 is a lot because of hookup culture. I mean, it's not a lot. I mean, it's not a lot because of hookup culture.
Don't talk about hookup culture to me. Hey, sir, don't talk, sir, don't talk about hookup culture with me when you have 200 bodies. What are you talking about, bro?
Okay, bro, I'm part of it, bro. I'm the king of hookup culture.
Bro, you are hookup culture. What are you talking about, bro?
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm the king of hookup culture. Bro.
That's so gross that you see it in some sort of domination king sort of
Yes,
manner.
bro.
So
Yes, bro.
weird.
I assert my dominance, bro.
That's so gross.
That's alpha, bro.
That's so gross. That's so gross.
Yeah.
That's
you just
so gross.
because I'm an alpha and you're not.
It sounds like you're insecure and you need to find
No, I'm
other
not
ways to feel
insecure.
dominant over people.
How?
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like you feel like you have a lack of control, so you need to feel control over other people.
No.
That's what it sounds like to me.
How?
That you were just like bragging about how you're being dominant over people. Like, what the fuck? How do you see engaging in sex with people to be like dominant over them?
Can we be?
I mean, like, as an alpha.
Be for real? Can we be for real? Can we be for real?
Like, lots can do with dress, bro.
Can we
like, come on, bro.
Can we be for real?
Lots can do with dress, bro.
Can we?
Wait, Tashika, put it up again.
Can we fucking be for real, dude? 200 bodies, bro. 200.
Yeah, 200 bodies, bro.
200s. Where do you live, bro? They have no standards.
California, bro. Moreno Valley.
There's no fucking way, dude.
Bro, a lot of Latino women are out here, bro. Oh my slong, bro. What you talking about?
Jesus.
I get hella Latino women. On me, bro.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You need the fuck that's wrong with me. You just mad, bro. You just mad because you wish you could be like me.
Wait, so your body count should matter more because isn't it easy for you?
I mean, yeah, like.
It's really. Wait. Let's have a question. So, since it's so easy for you to have sex with people, right?
Yeah.
Shouldn't your body count matter more than the average woman because it's easier for you?
I mean, like.
Yeah, so you should be looked at in a negative context, way more negative than any woman that you're referencing. So how could it be too much?
But listen,
how could it be too much in a woman, right? But you have a fucking 200 body count. What the fuck is this reasoning?
Bro, I said, bro. This is what I said, bro. This is what I said, bro. I said having a high body count, regardless if you're a man or woman, you're just more likely to cheat. That's what I said, bro.
You're more likely to cheat.
Yes, I'm more likely to cheat. If I was
why should anyone want to be with you?
Huh? I don't do relationships.
Why should anyone want to be with you?
I don't do relationships.
You're never gonna wait. So then, what the fuck does body count matter for?
Body count matters because you got people like Tashika thinking that she could just get away with having a high body count and be in a relationship and still be loyal. Like, no, bro.
There is no way you are saying